Hello, my friends, and welcome to Elite Dangerous and Deep Space Transmissions, the show in which we take you to the outermost reaches of the Milky Way galaxy. I'm your host, Commander VG Punks. With me today is Commanders Taylor, Psychon Jr., and Nakona. Say what's up, guys.
Hey, guys.
A little bit of a delay.
Howdy.
Well, everyone, we decided to start this off with a special commemoration. We are here at Leonard Nimoy Station. Can anybody guess why we are here? Oh, come on. You guys know why we're here. We're here for the one. Well,
We're having some technical difficulties.
It seems. We're here for the anniversary of the passing of Leonard Nimoy. So we just wanted to take a moment and share a few anecdotes about how he's sort of inspired us or touched our lives, as it were. And I'd like to go ahead and get started with that myself. I guess growing up in the early 80s, and you really going to start this right now, Artemis? Thank you. I don't know if you guys can hear that. I apologize if you can. But growing up in the early 80s and later in the in the 90s, I guess 90s were more my formative years. Star Trek in specific had a very large impact on me, and I guess it like many other people, it had a big hand in inspiring me to enjoy and be interested in space, otherwise in space travel and science fiction. And so, in effect, Nimoy and other actors from Star Trek had a large hand in, the reason I'm here right now doing this with these people, these nerds. Yeah, that's it for me. I since then, I've got this really deep love for space and a really deep interest in it, and I really think that it's dudes like Nimoy who inspired that in me.
I'm much the same. Star Trek did a lot to cement my love of sci-fi at a very, very early age. But Leonard Nimoy and his character Spock in particular had a big impact on me because of his focus on logic and assessing the situation based on facts and facts alone. I had a very deep fascination with that when I was 6-7 years old, to the point where even I wouldn't accept things that my parents told me unless they proved it to me first. I was very annoying at 6 years old. I would tell them, they'd say something to me, and my response would every time be, prove it.
Prove it.
So I had he taught me a love for facts and for science. Spock was a science officer on the Enterprise, and Leonard Nimoy's portrayal of that character, and having the deep respect for science and for facts that he did, really, it was a large part of who I am now.
That's wonderful. Wonderful. Knack, you want to go next, man?
Yeah, just sitting there thinking. As an individual on the autism spectrum, I hold on a second. Okay, never mind. Anyways, as an individual on the autism spectrum, seeing Spock as a emotionally disconnected machine, even as a kid, kind of taught me that it was okay to be acceptable. You could rise above what everyone else thinks of you. And
respect, man.
I said, well, y'all put me on the spot with this. Well, y'all wasn't really prepared for it.
It's okay. I actually kind of was on the spot too.
That was. Like I said, that was the thing that would always stick with me about the character Spock that he portrayed. And much like Bob said, his character that he played inspired me to actually pursue very well my two best subjects in school, science and mathematics. Were always my best. Like I said, I attribute a lot of that to him.
Okay. Sorry about the audio doubling. Hopefully that is fixed now.
What you Psychon?
Oh, a lot of my early memories, like, I don't really have much of anymore. But some of the early memories that I do have are really of me and really my stepdad bonding on sci-fi. Even, before he got married to my mom. And, a lot of that was Star Trek from the original series and the movies. And also, just original sci-fi, like even the remake of Invasion of the Body Snatchers. A lot of that stuff that we watch, was stuff that Moy was involved in. So a lot of sort of my memories of him are sort of tied to me bonding with my dad, especially as of late with some of the stuff that, how things ended up going last year.
It's beautiful, man.
Yeah, that's awesome. So, wow. I mean, what else is there to say? Guys, thank you so much for, flying all the way out here.
I can see you talking, man, but I don't hear you.
You don't hear me? What? What? Check. Can everybody hear me on the stream?
We're having some audio issues today, definitely.
You're
clipping out real bad.
No.
I'm clipping out really bad? That's weird. I've got 0 drop frames here. My stuff looks good. Can you guys hear me
you're
okay
not
on the
roboting
stream?
or anything.
Anybody?
Is your mic sensitive been jacked with?
It could be. It could be the case. I don't see myself actually
muted.
going offline or anything. I seem to have good latency. I'm not sure what's going on.
Yeah, you're coming through okay in Twitch. You're having trouble with Discord.
Having trouble with Discord. Okay.
Troll.
Okay. And thank you, Acid Honey.
And Discord.
That's okay.
So thank you all for flying out here with me. I know it was a little bit impromptu. That we kind of came up with the plan, and as we're not in the bubble on our main commanders, we did all come with our alternate accounts. So I'm here with Commander Anthony Mazurek. We got Commander Red Scarebear, Commander Can't Be Changed, and like I said, wanted to come out here for the the anniversary of the passing of Leonard Nimoy, and I guess so in that tradition, guys, we should probably head back out into the deep black, but before we do, peace and long life.
I agree. Live long and prosper.
All right, guys. So we're gonna take a moment and switch everything up. So in the meantime, we're just sitting here and just chatting. It was fun. I had a lot of fun flying out there. I got a really nice view of like the Leonard Nimoy station and Vulcan in the background. That's Vulcan. I learned today. I didn't know that was the thing, to be honest, but there it was. It's pretty cool. Was that always in the game? Does anyone know?
So it had a different name to start with. It had a different name, and then it was renamed to Vulcan after Leonard passed away.
Do we know if the positioning is accurate? Like, did they go for like accurate positioning of Vulcan, like as
close as they could get?
Okay, that's cool.
Bear in mind, it's a ringed world in here, and it's not in Star Trek. So
yeah, it depends on which Star Trek you're watching, right?
Oh, I see it.
Sometimes Vulcan is ringed, sometimes it's not. It's not terribly consistent.
Different surface colors.
Yeah.
I want to say in one episode of the TOS, it looked like Neptune.
Yeah. There were.
And I think Enterprise more or less depicted it as like Martian almost.
Very much so.
I remember you land on it in Star Trek Online. And it kind of does have a very Martian kind of vibe to it. Like it's very red, you know. It's very
and it's a desert world.
Right. The ground looks very clay and all that. Yeah, it's pretty cool.
Yeah, and if you've seen the episode in Enterprise where DePaul and Archer are marching across the desert, they actually go into some detail about it.
And then they've completely turned it around in Discovery.
Yeah.
But then it's not called Vulcan anymore.
No?
Yeah. Okay, hold on. Big spoiler. Who here actually watches Discovery?
Nope.
Me. This guy.
Yeah, me too. Does anyone actually give a crap?
About spoilers?
Okay, carry on.
I don't care because I'm not watching the series, so.
So Spock made it his mission to reunite Vulcan and
Oh, right, that's right. I know what you're talking about now.
Yeah, and they even he was doing that in the Next Generation.
Yep.
Yeah, like his last appearance on the Next Generation, he was incognito on Romulus.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
And so, spoiler, he succeeded.
Yep.
Centuries after his passing, but he succeeded. And so, yeah, Vulcan is no longer Vulcan. Vulcan and Romulus have reunited, and they've renamed their world.
Well, I mean, they kind of had to with Romulus being destroyed and all.
Mm-hmm.
But it wasn't until the 26th century that it happened.
Yeah. But I thought that was pretty awesome.
Oh, yeah.
Actually, technically speaking, that would have been like probably less than 100 years after the actual like.
Commander Nakona, I have sent you a wing request.
I just stepped outside for a second. I'm sorry. I'm trying to think. In the main timeline, not the Kelvin timeline, in which all the Star Trek reboot movies occur in. Anyways, it was something like what, 50 years? No, it's not even that because they referred to it in Picard.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's bad.
Yeah, so what was that? 24 what? 2480?
It would have
something
been like
that?
2485 or 2490 or something.
Yeah.
Ah, here we go. Oh yeah, I never sat down on a planet last time, did I?
Actually, no, it probably would have been so Next Generation took place in like the 2360s. It would have probably been like the 2380s or something like that, 2390s. So it probably would have been like early 2400s. That
okay, if you look at the timeline of events from Nemesis through the beginning of Picard, all right, it's pretty much a 1-to-1 year progression. So at this point, I think the destruction of Romulus is about 10 years in the past for Picard.
But it didn't happen in the Picard timeline.
Yeah, it did happen in the main timeline.
Romulus? Yes.
Yep.
Did it?
Yes.
Yes, absolutely.
That was the whole reason for starting the Kelvin.
The Star Trek reboots, the Kelvin timelines was the timeline that was spurred off after the Narada and Spock came back and fucked everything up. So the destruction of Romulus occurred in the Next Generation universe.
Okay. We're headed to STWH-03, correct?
4.
Like I said,
So
4.
you remember Picard's handlers that were living with him in the vineyard?
Yes.
I do.
Yes. They're there. They were there, right. They were Romulan. They were there because he was spearheading the evacuation, and they decided to come along with him. I don't remember what they said the reason was, but they decided to stick with him.
07, Commander Taylor.
And
Thank you for the
I
sub.
love the fact that they're both Tal Shiar.
Caught that as well, yeah.
Caught what as well?
That they were Tal Shiar.
Yeah.
It's interesting they didn't wind up going with him, you know?
It's actually pretty cool that Tal Shiar managed to reform after Deep Space Nine.
Mm.
They damn sure wouldn't have if they'd ever found out what Cisco had done.
There we go.
Remember, they were
Hyperspace
originally
velocity
like
reached.
basically wiped out from the Dominion when the Tal Shiar and the Obsidian Order were joining forces, but ended up being a trap.
Yeah, not to mention the fact that
Checking
Cisco
systems
and
now.
Garrick
Complete.
bombed Romulan ambassador and his entire ship.
Scanning now.
Wow.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that whole episode wouldn't have happened if they didn't try to go after the Dominion homeworld.
Mm-hmm.
Because, you know, it would have been like, the guy would have been like, yeah, you should come to our station. And the Tal Shiar would have been like, yeah, let's not send you to where there's an Obsidian Order former agent there who could potentially kill you.
Hey, you guys mind if I change the subject?
Not at all. We always derail it into Star Trek. This is nerd
We
chat.
do, don't we? Commander VG Punks,
Yes.
did you look up the tracking number?
Oh, no, I didn't. I guess I will go do that.
You can shoot me another invite now.
By the way, guys out there,
So, I want to throw that out there.
oh, am I not doing it?
I want to throw that out there, right? That hey, UPS, you don't pay your retail store employees enough to give a shit. Just saying.
Wait, what? Why do you say that?
So here's the conversation that occurred yesterday. So I went into the UPS store with this big ass box that I'm shipping to you. The contents, if you dig deep enough, will eventually be fragile. But it's packed well enough that it won't matter unless you drive a truck over it. Bro, I'm sorry. You're going to be unpacking that thing for a while.
Oh, that doesn't bother me.
Oh, so you're saying he should get ready to make some content, like an unboxing video?
Maybe. That might
More like
be
an
fun.
excavation.
Might be fun, right? So I walk in there and I put this big ass box on the scale, right? And the girl that was at the UPS store who greeted me as I came in was she was chipper, she's a little thing, pixie haircut, cheerful, right? Greeting me as I walked in, and she was all happy. And the girl who walked out to actually help me,
Much?
I don't know how to describe this in a politically correct way. So I'm just gonna say she's a big girl. She's a big native girl. And she
Okay.
was not happy about being at work that day.
I mean,
I'm sorry, she just wasn't, okay? And I get it. I worked retail for 15 fucking years. I totally get it, right? So she's going through and she's getting ready to ship this box, and she's like, she just straight up asked, right? You know, you go to ship something and like the post office say, you got anything liquid or flammable or fragile in here, right? Kind of gently probing to find out what you're shipping. These guys, she's just like, what's in the box? And I went, care package for my beleaguered relatives in Texas. It's care package. And that's what's on the receipt, right?
Oh, I didn't catch that. Does it say that? I don't see that
She's
on the
like,
receipt.
is it worth more than $1,000? Like, no, not really. I mean, on one hand, it's priceless, but on the other hand, no. Right. So, yeah, bro, your sake is on its way.
Yay! And I did pull up the tracking information just now. Yay! Shit.
You should have it a week from Monday.
Oh yeah, it says Monday 3/8. Nice. Very nice. Hello, Sonic. Thank you for the bits and welcome to the show. Oh, hey, we got a sad and old-timey radio voice coming up right now from Mr. Tyson Sirius.
Oh, I gotta hear this. Market.
Oh, market. Okay, that's a stream marker, and then we hit live long and landing gear. Landing gear. Okay, so that should be my regular voice.
So your filter engaged halfway through the first sentence.
What?
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay, let's try it again.
Is the filter on? Is it on?
Now it is.
Now.
Live long and landing gear. Landing gear.
Love it.
There was an update to voice mod today that I think has undone
There was
my
an update
my
to a lot of
doage.
things.
Scanner mode. Scanner mode?
Oh, that was weird.
Scanner mode.
I had some gravitational lensing dropping into this system.
What? Okay. Scanner mode.
Yeah, it showed me the star that's behind the star. That it was weird. Cool, but weird.
Gravitational lensing, huh? Wait,
Yeah.
What's the thing?
So,
There it is.
you don't want to be part of the wing with us, VG?
Oh, sorry. I was busy.
Usually it's
doing
me. Not this time.
I got told the tracking information, and I can only do one thing at a time. ADHD, etc. And then I forgot because, well, I forgot ADHD.
Cop out. Such a cop out.
What? Fuck off.
Oh,
No, he's warning you. There's a cop out. Be careful to hide your stash.
Shit. Oh, stash is hidden. They'll never find it.
Hi. No,
Oh,
not your
scanner
stash.
mode.
Hide your mohawk.
Acknowledged, Commander.
Shit. Yeah, you're right. There. See, just a regular haircut. Done. Look at my regular haircut. I'm a grown-up. I'll burn your
You're a
house
grown
down
up, then you
with the
need
lemons.
to get a haircut and get a real
With the
job.
lemons.
Thanks,
Hey,
Sonic.
Sonic,
I'm having
thanks for
an
the well
amazing day.
wishes. We are having a fantastic day.
It is the anniversary of
Yes.
the passing of Leonard Nimoy, so live long and prosper, my friend.
It has also been a week of us finally having power after being frozen today. And the day
Ooh,
before.
yeah. Talk about that.
Yep. 'Twas cold and
So-
snow.
So it was cold and snow and stuff, and
I'll
then
be right back,
you
guys.
know, so like the first night we had rolling power outs and stuff, and then everything went completely pitch black on Monday, and the whole time, like when I was on Discord, I was like, somewhere Bob is just like going, "Ha! This is for Psycon making fun of us in all our Alaskan cold times."
Somewhere. Bob is somewhere.
I mean, and then it extended to like a third and fourth day, and then it was like, well, no, actually, I need to show a little more compassion to them because
Yeah, let's hunker
they
down.
weren't expecting to deal with ice.
Now,
Yeah,
the
I was-
roads here are absolute trash, but I had zero problems.
That's good. Yeah, luckily I did not. I work from home. I didn't work through that. Really? I didn't work through that
I worked
time.
every
but
day, and I worked a lot of hours that week.
My heart goes out to those people, much like Zero, who I think is still in chat, who wound up having to stay at work for, he was there for 5 days. That's crazy to me. Like, wow. Imagine being like trapped somewhere away from your home,
And
Like-
at work.
And you don't know if there's like an emergency situation going, like you won't know. Like that's scary. That's really scary.
I mean,
can't respond to it otherwise.
Thank goodness that mobile technology has evolved to where it is right now for us.
Yeah, if you're in or near or around urban areas.
Well, I mean, as long as you're not out in like a completely remote area, it's like even you may not get 5G coverage, but you'll still get like some manner of coverage.
Mm-mm.
Yeah, there are a lot of places
Remember-
way out there that don't have service now.
Remember, I live in Alaska, right? And I work for a ISP and wireless company.
Applying.
Okay, so you know, company I work for covers maybe 35% of the state. That means there's a lot of wilderness out there that doesn't have any coverage at all.
Imagine wilderness in this day and age. Man.
State in abundance.
What's that?
Your state has it in abundance.
My state or his state?
Both of your states.
Never
To
seen
be
it.
fair, Bob has a lot more of it.
Whoa, what in the world is this emoji that you have done? What have you done? What is this? It's creepy.
When was the last time you took a trip out West Texas, Mark?
West Texas?
Like west, or up in the panhandle.
Never. He doesn't leave his house, man.
Yeah,
Come on.
I don't leave my house. Are you kidding me? You know how much gas costs right now? My car doesn't even work. Scanner mode.
I,
Our other car doesn't. It hardly works. Scanner mode.
Speaking of cars, I got a new car
Anything
for my
happened to you
birthday.
this week?
I got a new car for my birthday.
You did get a new car.
It's awesome. It's awesome.
Congrats, man. Is it
Kinda-
made by Lakon or is it made by
That's a good question.
Fisher
Right?
fries.
Fuck you, Knack.
No, he didn't say Gudamaya.
No, I mean, you know, when you're talking about hybrid or EV vehicles, right? I mean, you know, Toyota kind of is the Gudamaya of the automobile world.
So it is Fisher Price.
Yeah, it kind of is, right? I'm okay with that. It takes voice commands. I'm all right with that.
Hey, Fisher Price is built to withstand like a whole bunch of damage from like children.
Toddlers,
Very
right?
Well, I gotta say, if Fisher Price actually built a roadworthy car, insurance premiums would go way down.
Right?
Oh, you had a head-on collision at 50 miles an hour. Hold on a second. Doink.
Were you able to drive away from it? All right, we're good.
Drive away from it. It's like what were the, like the cozy coupe? You know what I'm talking about? You like it a cozy coupe? Here we go.
But hey, listen, man, I'm excited. It's the first time I've been able to afford a brand new car since the year 2000.
What I was gonna say, when was the last time you had a new car? It would have been like what?
2000,
90s?
the year 2000.
Wow. I got my current car in 2005. And it's not running. Well, the battery's dead. I think it's just the battery.
But
that's the
listen,
problem.
Listen, y'all, I was driving a 1995 Windstar, okay?
3.0 V6.
Right? It still runs just fine.
Yep, that's the same engine that's in my Ranger.
Yeah, you know, so the transmission on that thing, you know what I'm talking about, it's bulletproof.
Yep.
Literally.
Except for the sluggish overdrive shifts, but that's about it.
That's true, right? Going from first gear to second gear is a little jarring in this thing, right? But other than that, it runs fine. Power steering pump is burning up. And I didn't want to pay to and put my time into replacing it. So I figured, all right, let's go. Since we had a day where we weren't streaming because you guys were experiencing some extreme weather for you.
Yeah, weather phenomena.
Nag dropped the phenomena joke.
Knack did it though. Is that a first? I feel like Knack doesn't usually drop the bomb.
That was a first.
I feel like Knack doesn't usually say the phenomena thing very often. It's like on fail, man.
As you wish.
Yeah, all I got out of him was this huge slurp.
So I figure we'll go over to the dealership, test drive a couple of cars, see what they're offering, right? And I walked in there and I'm like, yeah, all right. So full disclosure, y'all are gonna get a sale out of me today. spoiler, I walked out of there with a car. But I had no way of knowing that they were prepared to give me a car with 0 down payment.
Ooh.
So,
Wait, you told him you told him you were not going to get a they were not going to get a sale out of you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
yeah.
That's why I left. I'm
Yeah.
like, you realize how trained they are? Like, I'll get a sale out of you.
Yeah. Yeah, right. So the guy
Don't do it
walks
as a
up to us
personal
as we're
challenge.
walking in, and he introduces himself. He says, "Hi, I'm Fonzie."
Okay.
How can you
Hey.
not like a salesman, right?
Waka waka.
Was he smoking a cigarette?
No, not Fozzie, Fonzie.
Yeah, that's why I said.
Okay, the fawns.
Right?
Did you tell him
So-
he's gonna have to jump a shark to get you to sale?
No, I didn't. But that's exactly what they did, right? So I didn't have any money saved up for a down payment, and sure as shit, I walked out of there with a vehicle. Go figure. So now, I mean, the first thing I did. Let me pull this up. Right, I've been sitting on these decals for like 6 years. Right, that somebody on Reddit had been kind enough to send me. Bro, you want to switch it to my view real quick?
Absolutely. Oh whoa. Oh wait, hold on. I don't have your audio is not on right now. Give me a second.
Oh,
It switched
Tyson
to a
asks
scene
you,
where-
did he hit the hood of the car and it turned on?
Do I have
Test. Test.
Okay, checking. Do we
Test.
have-
Test.
Do we have audio?
Anything?
No, I think you should have audio now. I just had to unmute it
Test.
for
okay.
everybody.
So I had these laser cut vinyl decals I've been sitting on for like 6 years that somebody on Reddit was kind enough to send to me. And finally, I have a vehicle worthy of actually putting it on. So I did. And it's awesome. But now I need some help, right? Because Alaska has vanity plates, right? You can totally do custom plates. And I was kind of leaning toward, Type 7. But it's not a minivan, right? It's like a crossover SUV. So Type 7 doesn't really seem to fit. So I was thinking, maybe we throw it out there to our viewers, right? Suggest some stuff. 6 characters, letters and numbers only. Let's hear it. Spaces are allowed, Acid Honey.
Do I have a way to do this? Do I have a way to do a poll?
So
think I
Acid
can
Honey,
do one check.
you are the second one to have suggested landing gear with that exact spelling. My wife was the first.
My recommendation was 3BX.
Okay, question for you. Does the space
Fuck you,
count against your
Psychon.
letter count?
Yes, it does.
Okay, so that's one letter too many. I mean, you could take the space out.
Landing gear? Wait, what is Neko Echo?
I don't know. I think she's trying to say Knack is echoing.
Knack is echoing? Why would Knack be echoing?
And mark your quiet.
Because you're picking up his audio from my screen share.
Oh, right.
Technology.
Okay.
He's still trying to figure it out.
Bam and bam. Okay. Yeah, no, I wasn't prepared for Knack to be here. I was
So-
talking away from the microphone just now.
So I think we're going to take some suggestions over the next week, and maybe next stream we'll have a vote. What do you think, bro?
We'll take some suggestions. I can find a way to create a poll on the stream, hopefully, and then we can.
And yeah, whatever is voted, I'll totally do that for the plate.
Oh
Oh,
damn!
oh, you know what you totally should do? So, what's the
I like
number
it, Ty.
designation you gave to what's the number designation you gave to Commander Taylor here for his LFN ships?
Oh,
Yeah, you could do
I think that's
LFN and then his
LFN
3 number.
elephant what? I think it's LFN1 is his designation.
Lay off the weed, bro.
I thought that was yours.
No. I'm
No,
LFN0.
his is 0.
Yeah,
Oh, so
LFN0, and then whatever the last 2 digits are.
Because we're
are
fucking nerds.
yeah, so you could do like LFN, 1 whatever,
Yeah, I need to go through the list.
and
of
then you can
people
make
that
it
we
part of
have
the
and-
LFN fleet.
I mean, we can do that, right?
All right, I need to buy a new car then.
I love you, Acid Honey.
Acid.
with the
That's
low
why I
blow.
recommended. That's why I recommended 3BX, because this is his second DBX because of the whole check your chat.
My sorry. I mean, if you're going total DBX is owned, yeah, this is probably number 5 or 6.
Oh man, this is apparently Acid's game right here.
Well, I think Acid probably watched enough streams to recognize
I'm-
that as a signature thing.
I'm sorry. I really like that last suggestion.
Gee, I wonder why.
Wow.
Nobody will get it, but man, what a conversation starter, right?
Yeah, what a conversation starter. What does that mean? Well, I don't mind sharing that anecdote here in front of the elementary school class. It means fuck you, Saigon.
Hey, open language household, remember?
Open source language household. Gotcha.
Ty.
Yeah, then they go, oh, yeah, I can see why you say that then.
Information.
That's true. Saigon. He's the wait, hold on. Can I? Well, yeah.
So-
Let's do the proximity effect.
Are
Saigon.
we-
He's the jackassiest. Is that okay? Is that okay? Is that
We
good?
so we need to collect these suggestions, man.
Oh yeah. How do we do that? Do I just like put them in chat or something?
I mean, Acid Honey is throwing them up in chat, but I mean, can you get chat history as like a file or something, right?
It does show the chat history
wow.
in the replay.
I can't believe I missed that. I am so sorry. I am so sorry, Acid. But is it on?
It's on.
Land long and prosper gear.
Marking that. I only caught that because I'm live.
Next system en route.
Because I scrolled up. So
Ah,
I have.
I'm
go
too-
these-
I'm too drunk for her to understand. I'm okay with that. It has been a seriously eventful week for me in my personal life. I might be too drunk to talk about that.
Exit destination.
But if somebody wants to spend story time points to talk about my week, then I'm down.
I'll drop a nickel in the machine.
Stand by. Scanning now.
Yeah, just
Collecting,
deposit one soul.
compiling. Complete.
Nice.
A dark soul.
Yeah, now you're gonna have to explain that for everyone that wasn't here early.
I'm sure they'll get it.
Acid honey
Eventually.
redeems. Everybody drinks points. Everybody drinks points.
All right, let's do it. Ready? 3, 2.
Whiskey.
Hey, Wing Commander, you realize that the camera is still on my view. Is that correct?
Mhm. Yep.
Okay.
I was putting stuff. I was putting stuff.
Just
in the
making
chat.
sure.
The way I said Iowa, it was like Iowa. Hey yo, Psycon, can I get an hour? Hour. Chrissy from the background. Hour. Acid hit it with the hour.
Yeah, you give it time. I might be able to get you some woo-woo-woos.
Well, I mean, we can't have a stream without having the death metal sneeze.
That's true.
That's true.
That is
It's
very
coming.
true.
I promise.
Next system en route.
Were we screaming that night? I made the reference to Elite, or was that a private Discord call between you and I when I was messing with Millie?
Oh, I don't remember.
Yeah, she sneezed in the background. I was like, 13 planetary objects detected.
That was a private call.
Well, not so private anymore.
It was funny.
Yeah, that's pretty great. I like that.
Hey, she laughed. That's all that's important, right?
She got a kick out of it.
That's what's truly important. Do I need to mute somebody now, or is everything cool? I think everything's cool. I think everything is cool. Yeah, okay. I think we're cool. Excuse me. I am. Okay.
This is a pretty complex system.
Leading system scan for cartography.
Well, I'm glad everybody's voice sounds a lot better now. I think whatever was going on is cleared up. Oh, am I coming through Discord okay now?
You sound just fine. Now you haven't clipped or roboted any in the last 5
Yeah,
minutes
I think
or so.
it's just we had a lot of high traffic used around like 5:30 or so.
Probably. Yeah, probably.
Water World.
Isn't that sad?
Ooh. Are you looking at the water world right now?
No, I just had scanned it just now.
Oh, okay.
There are a lot of planets in the system, and there's a lot of variance between what type of planets there are. So it took me a minute to scan them.
Want you to be the first to find a planet so we can name it Planet Punks. I wish they did it that way. I've been the first to find a lot of planets. Planet Bob. What? Hold on. What are you going to name the planet? You're not calling it Planet Bob.
If you've never seen Titan AE, you're not getting the reference.
You're not calling it. You're not calling it Planet Bob.
Yes, I am. I am totally calling it Planet Bob.
Scanner mode. I was like, was that Titan AE or was that? I don't know what other one that I was like pulling from, but yeah.
Right, man. Listen, John Leguizamo, right?
Hmm?
Right? I finished my nap.
Is that just mood for the rest of time?
Yeah.
I finished my nap. Scanner mode. That was a really fun part. Like, I was alive. Oh my god.
Have you guys been catching up on some of the Elite Dangerous news?
No, I have had a really, really busy week, so I am behind on Elite Dangerous. So
This is the first time I've sat down in front of my computer to play a game in like a month due to reasons.
Whoa.
So first place, I mean, so after the whole scandal thing going on with Jupiter Division splitting off from Core Dynamics, apparently the players didn't like that, so they joined with the federal forces to defeat the Jupiter Division. So no fourth faction coming out in power.
Oh, sad face.
Yeah.
Scanning.
And from that, the sale of Lakon to Core Dynamics was canceled, and it looked like Lakon was going to be out of business. But apparently, the Alliance bought the majority shares.
Oh.
That's interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah, and so now Lakon Spaceway's headquarters has moved to the Alioth system.
We should send somebody to Alioth.
That's fitting.
That's fitting. Just to find out what's going on. You know what I'm saying?
And because of that, now it's offering a 5% discount on all the Lakon ships.
Ooh. Not as good as the 10% discount that I get, being elite, but Still good.
Yes,
Still
but
very
you could
good.
potentially combine the both of them, right?
That kind of makes me want to buy a Bob is Drunk. Planet Bob is drunk.
All shipyards within the Alioth system are offering a permanent 5% discount on sales of vessels manufactured by Lakon.
Affirmative.
Yeah,
Wow,
so actually, wanting to get an alliance, getting friendly with the alliance and getting the permit to get to the Alioth system actually means something now.
That's pretty cool. Yeah, that is really cool. I like that. I need to get some alliance rep together.
When we get back,
Lakon
it's
ships
gonna be a
in-
while,
Yeah.
and things will probably change by the time we get there.
Lakon is a really good ship manufacturer, though. I have to say, I like their ships.
You only say that because you like exposed wires.
I like Falcon and I like Lakon. Those are like my two favorite manufacturers.
So, like I said, you only say that because exposed wires means social Darwinism, right? Right. So people tripping over those
Go on.
high voltage wires,
Scanner.
take themselves out of the
okay,
genie
Commander.
pool.
No,
I should shut up.
my exposed
So,
wires are
hang
on the
on.
ceiling. What?
So,
They're not exposed wires.
Come on, man.
So a little
you
bit
know,
too
little
slow
kids
on the
be
floor.
like, "What's that?"
Not exposed wires on the floor.
hang on, because
And
you do have a little
you
bit
mean
of
to say you don't
news
think the
here.
Millennium Falcon didn't have a few
wires
dozen
on the-
exposed wires across
Right.
that ship?
That's what I'm saying,
Yes, but the
man.
Millennium Falcon was an old ship.
So is this.
And to
This
be
is
honest,
an
it
old
was a
ship.
pile of crap that had been cobbled
Not
together
really.
about 50
You think I
different
bought
times.
this new? Fuck no, I can't afford that. I bought this
Time
used,
out.
bro.
Listen, the Millennium Falcon belonged to a hacker.
Actually, I don't know if you could even really call him a hacker. But he was definitely a DIY.
He was a hacker. He was a hacker. Totally
what
a hacker.
What a coincidence, because I'm a hack. And
But we do have also some bit of news to talk about Fairly Dangerous that kind of is a little bit of a mirror of things that almost happened in real life anyway. So there were some protests that were going on violently in the Alliance because there was an election that was supposed to happen on the 25th, but because it clashed with the date of the that galactic universal thing going on in Sirius systems, they postponed the election for 3 months, and people were like,
Yeah,
what
no,
the
they're
heck?
not okay with that. I wouldn't be
Yeah.
okay with that.
well, they're just sometimes games get pushed back.
Yeah, but elections are not a game, right?
I'm kidding. It was a joke.
Yeah, I was going to say,
Scanning
no,
for information.
no, I mean, in all seriousness, right? It's not a game.
all we need is the Star Citizen or Cyberpunk of politics, of election cycles.
Yeah, tell me about it.
Yeah, no. So, like, what election was it?
the Alliance for the Alliance Prime Minister.
Oh, for the alliance. Oh, for the guy.
The head of for the guy for the Alliance.
What's his name? Edmund Mahone? Is it Edmund Mahone?
Yeah, but the main thing was that a lot of the
Acknowledged.
protest was about the fact that his rival for the election was believed to have won if the election had actually taken place at that time.
Oh, so we think that there's some shady. I mean, obviously there's some shady shit going on, but it's the alliance,
That's why
man.
I said it's a little bit of but still, this is why I said there's a little bit of sort of history sort of almost repeating itself in a way.
Yeah. Of course there's some shady shit going on in the alliance. Like, I mean, to be honest, there's some shady shit going on with any government, but
well, I don't know if you could call the
that's
Alliance
none of my
really
business.
a government, though. Like, it's a collection of businesses that are working together. Well, and communities and stuff.
That's that's really funny. We have a name for that. It's called a corporatocracy.
Corpos.
See, also a fucking government.
Yeah.
Let's see, a bunch of people with a whole lot of money. manipulating a system, but that's none of my business. Kermit the Frog here. Scanner mode.
God,
That's affirmative.
are you gonna sip on your tea?
I know I sip my you didn't see me sip my whiskey? I sip my
No.
whiskey.
I mean, if I had a whole bunch of money, I too wouldn't want to lose it.
I mean, I suppose that's fair. I suppose that's fair. Fair is that's no. Hi, Leo. But that's none of my business. I just said that so I could take another. Deep, and then Kermit.
Have you been drinking your Wilkins coffee yet? You might want to consider drinking your Wilkins coffee.
Drink your Wilkins coffee. Coffee, 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 coffee,
Scanning
coffee,
now.
coffee, 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 coffee.
Down. Let's do it.
Let's do it. But I understand that Wilkins coffee makes you not want to. Wait, hold on. Say it in radio. How do I say that in radio voice?
I don't know.
Okay. I'm doing this in. No, you know what? I got one for you. You ready? Are you ready? We're gonna be 86, any kind of DMCA on this one.
Do it.
He takes a whiskey drink. 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 He takes.
Love it.
We're back. What's up? Totally me. Totally. I take a whiskey drink. I take a whiskey drink. I take a
I just handed my.
What's that?
I just handed my rock glass to my daughter, and she's like, "What kind of drink you want?" And I'm like, "I'm cut off. I'm already drunk. I don't need anything else alcoholic."
You know what that means? It's time for chalky milk.
I did specify non-dairy.
Chalky almond milk. Chalky soy milk. Chalky coconut milk.
Could work.
Chalky oat milk.
I could totally
Have you tried oat
Chalky,
milk?
chalky fucking oat milk. That's
I have not.
Scanner mode. Oat milk is
So we had to
really
get some
fucking
oat
good.
milk because we had to get some oat milk because there's no regular milk that's available. It's good. It's really good.
I got like 2 pounds of soybeans in the pantry that I've been meaning to turn into tofu. So a little behind.
Oh, okay. See, I really dig on almond milk myself. I became very partial to it.
I love me some.
sweet.
I love me some tofu, right? Like, you ever had mapo tofu?
Mappa tofu?
Mapo tofu.
Mapo tofu. What is mapo tofu?
All right, so you've never had it. You need to find a Chinese restaurant that serves it and like order it.
Okay. What is it?
Kind of a tofu stew type device.
Stew. Oh.
You know, sometimes it's got peas and carrots and stuff in it. It's really good.
Scanner mode.
It's a Sichuan dish, right? So the best examples are going to be spicy to some degree. That dish is actually the reason why I sourced and had my wife buy a jar of dobenjan.
Wow,
and
that
then
is a
Dobenjan has become my new favorite ingredient, and so it's actually part of my pad thai recipe now, which is weird because it's totally not a Thai ingredient; it's a Chinese ingredient, right? But it adds the heat, spice that you need for a good pad thai, and it adds the red color that Americans expect from a pad thai.
Yeah. Wait,
and it's
wait,
really,
hold on.
For me.
Pad thai supposed to be red?
No, it's supposed to be brown.
Supposed to be brown. Why would
I can't
Yeah,
smell
the dumb
anything.
Americans actually think it's supposed to be
Just
red.
taste it.
Acid honey? I just looked it up. I cannot find a peanut butter milk that is like pre-manufactured kind of situation, but I do find recipes for this stuff, so I believe that it does exist.
It's just blueberries and water.
Okay, that might be it because there's no sugar in there, right?
Yeah.
Oh, you're not? Are you
Blueberry
not
water?
But not like an infuser? Man,
So she brought me blueberries and water.
Because for some reason, cucumber like water is pretty good stuff, mans.
The bottom, the napkin.
They make
I'm down with
motherfucking
that,
grape
thank
milk
you.
at Warren, but no one thought to do peanut butter milk. Yeah, peanut butter milk sounds pretty good actually.
So I love me some blueberries, right? Like blueberries are awesome.
I mean,
They are.
technically, wouldn't almond milk be peanut butter milk?
Well, no, it would be almond milk, right? Because
Yeah.
peanut
It's
butter
made out
just
of almond.
almond,
peanut.
but
almond
peanut
butter is different.
Peanut butter and almonds don't have anything to do with each other.
Yeah, almond butter is something different. Almond butter also very good. It's got more of a less sweet. It's more bold. I in my opinion.
Yeah.
It's got
These
kind of more of a
systems are
bite to it. I like it actually. I like
Ready,
almond butter a lot
exit
too.
It's got more of a like a tannic thing
Scanning
going
for
on.
information.
Yeah,
right?
there you go. Yeah, that's a good way to describe. Yeah.
I mean, it's essentially just crushed peanuts. Well, crushed nuts of some kind. In this case, almond. But
Yeah, so peanuts and almonds are not the same thing, right? Almonds are tree nuts. Peanuts are legumes.
A legume.
All right, so listen, man. I didn't grow up in the South, right? But we lived in Georgia for a while, and in that time, I developed a taste for boiled peanuts. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Boiled
Okay,
peanuts.
Boiled
I've heard
peanuts,
about this boiled peanuts in Coke. I'm like, what is this?
Boiled peanuts.
Damn, you can't just put peanuts in your cocaine. Wait, you're talking about Coca-Cola.
Yeah.
Disregard.
I don't know what
Apparently
Sycon's talking about, but I'm talking about boiled
Apparently,
peanuts.
it's another Southern thing where it's like, yeah, you just put peanuts in your Coca-Cola and it tastes great. I'm like,
Interesting.
I have no idea what Sycon's talking about. But I'm talking about boiled peanuts.
You've piqued my interest. Go on.
You take some green peanuts, right? They harvested but not dried. You just boil them like you do beans.
Huh.
Salt, some spices. I don't need any, thank you. Right, and they're awesome. Right?
So
they're
go ahead.
they're peanutty and they're beany at the same time. Right, and they're salty because they've been boiled in the salt water, and if you've never had them, you need to try it.
I got some fucking peanuts in my, but like, do you just like buy a thing of Planters and you're like boil them, or do they have to have the shell or something?
You need
to buy
green,
them already prepared.
yeah, green peanuts.
Green peanuts.
Raw peanuts will work just fine. They take longer to cook, but you can't do it with roasted peanuts.
So if it's roasted, fuck it.
and it's
Can't
already
do
been prepared and stuff.
Yeah, okay.
But you get you some raw peanuts, or you get you some even better green peanuts. I live in Alaska. Green peanuts are not a thing up here. But raw peanuts, we can get them from time to time, and they're awesome, right? You throw a pound of salt in some, like 4 gallons of water, and you just boil them, those bastards, for like 4 hours, and then you crack them open. You eat. It's like, they're so good. They're so good.
I'd like to take a moment to reiterate that Commander Taylor has that extra Elite Dangerous
Might be a little bit drunk
decal that he's going to be giving away on one of our next couple streams. So keep an eye out for that.
We are giving one away.
We never actually talked about that.
No. I'm just saying we are going to.
I shared that picture of the decal that I put on the back of my car, which is awesome, and we are taking some votes about what kind of license plate I should get for that car. But I have an extra one. It's white, but I have an extra Elite decal, laser cut vinyl decal that we will totally be giving away. What do you think? 2 weeks? 2 weeks.
I'm thinking 2 weeks is going to be how long it takes to get all the systems up and running to do it. But just so you guys
So
know,
you don't care
that's
about
a
showing
thing.
off your triple elite.
Yeah,
I'm gonna get my wife to make one for my truck.
So that's a thing. That is a thing that we'll be doing. So keep an eye out for that. Check out the Discord link in the thingy, the down low. There's actually a lot that we have on the horizon this week that of stuff. Like I'm actually going to do a live show on Discord, like acoustic show, as well. That's going to feature a bunch of Old Killer Dismount songs that I'm remaking in acoustic. What's that?
What's it gonna sound like?
What's it going to sound like?
Preview?
Nope.
Preview?
Nope.
Come on, do it.
Nope.
Do it.
Nope. Nope.
Come on.
Nope.
I've got it out and even I've got the harp out and everything.
Oh well, shit.
He has to wait a while because otherwise he might get DMCA'd for playing his own music.
Oh, I'm not allowed to.
Oh, sad face.
Yeah, I can't do it anymore. It intersects.
I'm trying to
with,
remember if that was YouTube or Twitch that the guy got DMCA'd for playing his own crap.
Twitch.
That was Twitch.
Oh, I was not going to play my own stuff on Twitch. I was just going to play some
random
some
stuff.
pretty standard E blues stuff. But people are working in the house, and I can't be loud anymore.
Sad face.
Yeah, Anyway, so yeah, just wanted to poke in there and give the announcement while we had some viewers and stuff, because be prepared for that. I hope you guys can join us that day as well. Tell your friends. We're on Food Talk though, and oh man, so I'm interested. Okay.
I was gonna say, Commander Taylor, could you do me a favor? At your convenience, could you
Commander.
link me some stuff on building the head tracker?
Sure.
All right. I about decided I do need to do that so I can have, especially with my expansive desktop,
I mean,
my
you
impressive
have,
screen real estate.
but you have a VR setup.
Yes, I know, but like I won't be wearing my headset
Oh
on
my
the
god,
screen.
no way.
What?
I found an Earth-like world, undiscovered, unmapped.
Nice.
Hey, congratulations.
Wish we could switch to your camera view. Anyway, Knack, you were saying?
I was gonna say, I don't wear my VR headset when we're streaming, and unless I intend to sit down and do some marathons play, I won't put it on either.
Who put a Christmas song in this playlist?
I'm not going to even try to pronounce that because I can barely see it. No, it's a Azuran.
But yeah, I just wanted to add the head tracker to my headset.
Azura
because,
Sarah.
like I said, I've got the obscenely expansive screen real estate for it. So
done.
Yeah, that picture that's in the Discord was pretty awesome.
Of what? Oh, of the arcade machine from Dying Light.
No, you remember you posted a screenshot of your your quad screens. I was saying that was pretty epic.
Of his four what?
Screens.
System map.
Where did I put that?
At that?
General and GG&G.
Yeah, that was the arcade thing. I don't think that's all
System map.
screens.
That wasn't all
Why did you turn it off?
Wait, hold on. No,
System map.
because he posted a long.
Adjusting
Oh,
to jump.
okay. No, this was earlier. He posted.
A long what?
He posted his screens. Was that? Yeah, that's here in general. Unless you're not giant fucking Sasquatch.
Well, that's me.
And then
I'm definitely the giant
reacted,
fucking Sasquatch.
Me and 8-Bit responded with crit, and then you said,
Stand by.
and I quote,
now.
quad monitor
Collating.
setup.
Compiling data. Updating cartography.
That was earlier.
Yeah, that was just the screenshot of Dying Light.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. Which is on
Like
4
he said,
screens.
he had. I think Dying Light is actually only on one screen, isn't it?
No, it was on 3.
It was on 3?
Yeah.
I'll have to dig through what I've got in my spares, but I might have a PCB and Leonardo I can send you for that. But otherwise, I sent you the link. You can order the PCB from it, and I think the Leonardo and the MPU 9050 from it.
Scanner mode.
My desktop is a damn mess right now. Because like I said, I just kind of shuffled everything around so I could sit down and play today. But there is my actual desk space.
Ooh. I'm really hoping that I'm really anxious about it. I'm gonna have to do a test stream for Discord though before I do the show to just make sure that like the wireless is gonna be okay for that. I'm not worried about the processing. I do need to kind of figure out how I'm gonna do the audio setup for it. So, but I'm hoping for next week. I'm hoping for next week. I might need to push it back. We'll see. We'll see. We'll see what happens. But I'm really hoping everything goes smoothly. I have no choice. I have to do wireless because, like, I mean, my setup's in a living room. I don't really have my own room or anything.
Okay, it sounds like I really do need to plan this road trip down there so I can just spend the day doing network installs for you guys.
I rent. I can't really do a network install here because I don't think the landlord would be okay with it.
No, Knack can totally make it happen. Trust me. Trust Knack.
Well, I trust. I trust.
No, you don't. No, you don't. Because you said rent and landlord, and I don't think, right? And that is not a statement of trust. And I'm going to say, trust Knack.
What I'm saying is I don't know if landlord will approve.
Trust the Knack.
Because landlord said no hole in wall. Landlord said no hole in wall. Wait, you can do it with no hole in wall?
Yes.
Oh yeah.
Oh well. Okay. Wait.
Right.
Explain.
So what you guys need to do? You need to arrange a play date, right? Where he comes down there after the 8th, right? Right?
I don't know if I can afford the beer for that.
No, but you're gonna have free sake that shows up, right?
Okay, fair.
Hey, you know what, Mark? I was planning something for my birthday in July.
Hint, fucking hint.
Yeah. Gives them plenty of reason to have to be down here anyway for
What's up?
So, speaking of birthdays, yeah, my Age Plus event this year is going to be a special one.
Right away,
Age
Commander.
Plus event.
Yep.
Hey, I'm down. Let's do it.
Yeah, my Age Plus event this year. I'm turning 40.
Yay!
That's
Congrats.
a big fucking deal.
Level 40.
That's a big fucking deal.
I survived this long. Holy shit.
Right?
that was what I told Bob here to do for his birthday, is celebrate the fact that he's made it this far.
Scanner mode.
Yeah, but 43 is not as big a deal as 40.
How
I'm
come?
going to say the next milestone is what, 65?
50? I think 50 is the milestone. So that's, I mean, so this week, right, was my 8th annual 35th birthday.
I was going to say this is going to be my 11th anniversary of my 29th birthday.
System and route.
I'm 37. I'm not old.
Come up, give me stone cold in a moment.
Is 42 more important than 40?
I think so.
Is
That's what I've heard,
37
anyway.
more important than 30?
Nope.
What? But I'm 37. I'm not old.
Milestone.
Yeah. I'm 37. I'm not old. I think that alone makes it milestone.
Nope.
Yeah.
No, it makes you milestone.
There's the 37. Scanner mode.
That's affirmative, Commander.
Sorry, I
wish
was tossing
37
some more,
just made me mildly
wood.
stoned.
Tossing some more wood in the fireplace.
I don't want to hear about your Woody, man.
Yeah.
I could say it like the British do, but I'd probably get us banned.
It goes out to you, Acid Honey. Please don't DMCA me, Twitch. Scanner mode.
Acknowledged, Commander.
I'm gonna make a clip. I'm gonna make a clip that has like 4-part harmony, giggity, 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 and I'm gonna have it on a soundboard. It's gonna be amazing.
So instead of the 4 Peters, it'd be the 4 Quagmires?
Yeah, I mean, but it'll be me, so not really Quagmire, but...
Well, because we all know that I can't carry a tune in a bucket, neither can Psycon.
Yeah, you sing like an amputee. You know? You, can't hold a note, can't carry a tune.
I thought you were going to say a quadriplegic there.
I say, I can't carry a tune with a forklift.
Can't kick a beat?
No.
That was the most redneck thing I've ever heard in my life.
What?
I can't hold a tune. I can't carry a tune with a forklift.
Who said that?
You just did. You did.
No, I'm talking about it. Was that a Twitch chat or are you saying that?
You just said it. You said it. That was the most redneck thing I've ever heard.
Who's responding with that? Was that something you read in Twitch chat, or are you
no,
saying
that was that was me. I said that.
Okay, that's what I was saying.
That was great. I'm gonna steal that. That was awesome. Wait, no! Oh, I didn't mean to jump out of this system. I just realized. I just went right past.
Cancel it.
I pressed the button a little bit too late. I need to go back. There's a water world there. No, don't rub your eye. Don't rub your eye. I already learned my lesson. Don't ever rub your eye. Don't ever rub your eye. I
have the same issues you do.
But you shouldn't do it because fuck.
Because you get the Rona.
No, because fucking.
Oh no! I'm fully vaccinated. I'm good.
Yeah, he's fully vaccinated.
And you trust government-sponsored?
As a matter of fact, I do. You got a problem with it?
Don't. So whatever.
There you go.
I mean, they want you to go back to work. They want you to be able to go back to work.
I've never stopped working.
They also, yeah. Well, A, I've never stopped working either, but like B, like they also.
Yes, you did, liar.
I only stopped for that week.
I moved. That's different.
I only stopped for the week. I actually work more now.
But the point is they also got
cool.
from the lowest bidder. So.
Not true. Not true at all.
All in on that one, so they were hedging their bets.
Course adjustment. Frame shift. Now engaged.
Whoa.
I'm just expecting, 4 or 5 years down the road. Were you injured to a vaccine to such and such?
Right?
Right? Fleece them and how?
You need an annuity, and you need.
Completing system
wait.
scan. Stand by.
We'll cross that bridge when we come to it.
Oh wait, no, I'm not allowed to do that. Shit, sorry.
Besides, I'm pretty sure I already had the shit, so.
I'm sorry. I can't keep going with it. I can't keep going with it. I'm not allowed.
I'm outside right now, so I can't see the chat. I don't know what she's saying.
One day. Oh, she was just. I think I just killed Acid with that. Scanner mode.
You dropped Acid.
Understood.
Yeah, I mean, accurate. There we go.
Yeah, I'm gonna go back in there a second and scroll back the chat, see what you said.
Ghosts and goblins. Gotta love it. All right, we've got a water world coming up. Is this a terraformable though?
Speaking of which, has anyone played the Micro Mages game?
Micro Mages? No, I haven't.
Yeah, it was a new NES game that came out in 2019.
What?
Yeah, you could buy it on Steam.
What do you mean by new NES game?
A game studio. Well, I don't know if it's a game studio, but rather an individual. But anyways, someone released a new game for the NES.
Okay,
called
so
Micro Mages.
I'm going to imagine that this is probably something that came about because of a game jam. Because you know how they have those like game jams that are like you basically building a game for like Game Boy, or you're building a game for like NES, and like that's like your restriction. You know what I'm talking about? They have like an annual.
Yeah, they have a coding contest.
They have an annual coding contest, a game jam for GB Studio, I think is the like you're limited to like only 4 colors in your palette, and like you have to like the winner of the contest, I forget what the name of it is. Like they actually have their game ported on, like they put their game onto a Game Boy cartridge, like playable. That's so cool.
I have no idea, but I discovered this game because I was digging through some coding examples for the NES a while back, and I ran through it.
What is that? Like that's machine, right? That's machine code what they use for that?
Machine language assembly.
Yeah, that I'm actually
I can code a game for the NES.
I'm taking assembly right now. I'll be able to do things
what
like
architecture?
Oh, he explained this. Hold on. I don't think it's
it targeted for.
We haven't actually started any coding yet. We've just been learning like binary logic and like how to like convert and then decrypt from or convert and deconvert from various like different base systems. So we learned how to do we learned how to do binary, we learned how to do ones complement, we learned how to do twos complement, like convert to each of them, and then we learned how to convert to hex and then deconvert to
my favorite thing about assembly, and by extension hexadecimal and binary is, if you're gonna get serious about it, forget decimal, forget base 10.
All
right, because hexadecimal and binary are like fluid. They are so awesome to work with.
Yeah, I'm liking it so far. I'm still kind of trying to gauge like how well my instructor is, because like I did the first homework and it was a bunch of like stuff about binary and like, you know, like it was like your ones complement, twos complement conversion stuff, and like I nailed everything, but I still got a 63 on it. And when he sent out the answer sheet, like even my shown work matched his, so I was like, why did I get a failing grade on this?
Yeah, did he get my sheet mixed up with someone else's?
Yeah, I was like, what happened here? Like all of my answers match. Like I went through them with with a fine-tooth comb.
Maybe he made a mistake.
I haven't emailed him about it. I just checked it a couple days ago before my what I thought was going to be the exam, and then I wound up with the eye like the scratch on my cornea, so I didn't message him about it. Yes, cornea abrasion, I guess, is what happened, and like I haven't messaged him about it yet, but I'm going to message him here in the next couple days and be like, hey, can you give me some feedback on why I failed this? Because like I can't find a reason. Yeah, I'd like to know what caused me to fail this homework, because like the second homework I was like, okay, I got this answer completely wrong because I didn't understand what the most significant bit did, and like how you
LSB.
What's that? Yeah, I didn't understand that you weren't supposed to like the most significant bit doesn't need to have all the trailing zeros and stuff. And like there was another one where like I simply did the binary mathematics wrong, and it messed up the rest of the question for me. So I was like, okay, I get that, and like I know what I did wrong there. Like I can see it and be like, okay, this is what I did wrong. But like this other homework, it was like I got a 63 out of 100. And I'm like, all my answers are right. And like when he's like, show your work, and his answer guide has all the same work as me, I'm like, what did I do wrong? Like all of this matches. I don't get it.
But you actually have not started with the assembly mnemonics and anything yet, have you?
We're supposed to actually start with assembly language after this exam, which happens on Tuesday. So like this exam is all about like, it's basically teaching everybody binary and binary mathematics. And like, it was fun because the last thing we learned was bitwise operations. And like, I understood what bitwise operations do, but I didn't understand like, you know, masks and how those work. And like, I understand also logical operators very well because I have to explain them to my students so often. And so he starts getting into the explanation about it. Like half the class is like, what are you talking about? And so I went into the chat and I was like,
here's... It really needs to be at this point in the class.
Say what? Say again?
It sounds more like he's going a bit further into the weeds than he really should be at this point in this class.
Well, this is for exam 1. Bitwise operations are part of exam 1. So this is still just like, you know, how to force capitalization, how to force lowercase, like, you know, if you want to, it's basically like the abstract of that though. It's like, if you want to, you know, what is it? If you want to toggle versus if you want to like remove, or if you want to, what is it? If you want to clear a bit, or if you want to, you know, force.
Like I said, I'm curious to find out what the excuse me, the introductory architecture is going to be. What system they're going to start you out with.
I can tell you that the emulator that we have, that I already have pre-downloaded, is called Mars. I don't know what system it works in, but I remember him mentioning Intel, but I'm not sure if we're actually working in Intel, so I have no idea. We also learned IEEE 754 conversion, so that was another part of this, and that was kind of the part that I had the hardest time with. I was on that problem for like 2 days. Because I was like, wait, are we supposed to count the most significant bit for that? Yes, I know, this is nerd talk. There we go again.
Okay, MIPS. Here we go.
Yeah, MIPS. I've heard MIPS.
Yeah,
like I said,
I'm looking into it right now.
We haven't started with assembly yet. We haven't actually started with actual assembly language. It's just been binary stuff so far. It's interesting. It's interesting to me. And I like it okay. It's a little confusing the way he like lays stuff out, but that might just be because like look, dude, I'm diagnosed ADHD. Like I took drugs for the majority of my, you know, my young life, and I quit them because they turned me into a fucking zombie. It's hard to pay attention to shit. Like I don't get to pick half the time. Like sometimes I'm sitting there in class and I'm like, totally, you know, honed in on the professor, and then the next minute I blink and I'm like thinking about something else, and then I'm like, wait, what did he just say? I need to really quickly go over all the stuff that he was just talking about in my notes. Oh my god.
Yeah, I'm just sitting here looking at the MIPS architecture. Let's see here. 32 general purpose registers. CPU instruction set.
Fun class though, fun class.
I knew years ago there were a lot of courses that actually started you off with 6502 assembly, because that is one of the easiest assembly languages to grok.
Okay.
If you can say what they're doing with it is truly grokking. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
MIPS 1 has instructions that load sort 8-bit bytes, 16-bit half-word words, 32-bit
Scanning
words.
now.
Addressing mode is supported. Base plus displacement.
I don't know. I appreciate it because like I wouldn't have bothered with it unless I I had to in this case. So like, why would I have had to bother with it? I don't do electrical engineering.
There is value in knowing what a CPU opcode is.
Yep.
Okay. CPU opcode. So not just assembly language, but
No, okay, hold on.
Okay.
It is assembly language, but an opcode is the binary or hexadecimal representation of that command.
Oh, okay.
And so you could look at the information in memory and go, I know what this command is.
Oh, okay.
And if you know how to read that and know how to decode the following information, you can tell this command is doing work on this memory location.
And you see, I assume that's where everything is headed, because I've seen.
Oh,
I've seen a lot
That's how
of
assembly works.
I've seen what the the senior projects are for my course, and like one of them is writing an IDE, like essentially, like one is writing the entire like process of an IDE for your own programming language. It's like, okay, that's weird, but okay.
Weird to be fun.
Yeah, no, I assume it should be, because a lot of game developers do that, and that's what I want to do. So
Key systems are at optimal levels.
100% of assembly is just number manipulation, whether it's bits, entire bytes, whatever. There's not a whole lot that is strictly logic oriented. There's some comparisons going on. It's like this value that's in this memory location, does it match whatever's in this register? Stuff like that. But I mean, it's a lot of get this value from this location, stick it in this register, take this value from the register, put it over here, add these two together.
I'm surprised we haven't scared all our viewers off yet, which tells me that you guys may be a little nerdy. I love you all for that.
They see me mowing my front lawn.
What? Wait, what?
Weird Al, man. White and nerdy.
Oh, I see. Whoa, Fluffball Rampage.
Huh?
The name of the song that just came up. Scanner mode.
Okay.
See you later, Acid.
Okay, Acid. Take care.
What the hell was I doing now?
She says, see you guys in a bit. I see what you did there. Or maybe I'm inferring something that isn't really there. Because we were talking about binary. You get it?
Wait. Binary? Yes, no? I get it. You're a bit.
She said, I'll see you in a bit.
Tron.
No, but what I was saying is it was really
One of my
funny
favorite
because
movies ever.
Okay. Tron.
You know, I never did watch. What was it? Tron Legacy.
I loved it.
I never got around to watching it. I just
A lot of people hate on that movie because Uncanny Valley and CGI young Jeff Bridges, but I really digged it.
There it is. Okay. Carport services. Go back to my commodities market.
I don't like you
So
said.
did my daughter,
course.
by the way. She was Cora for Halloween one year.
Cool. Buy. What do I need to pick up here? Geological equipment.
I liked
There
Legend
it
of
is.
Korra. I thought it was good.
Okay.
I liked it. It was
Key systems.
It was a
are at
departure,
optimal
for sure,
levels. Readying
but,
for
you know.
exit now.
it was good.
Ooh, Terrabombles.
Completing system scan.
I didn't much
Stand by.
care for the ending.
Gathering information.
Yeah, ending was a
Cartography
little
has now
like
been updated.
really. But
They're supposed to be making a movie, an animated Avatar movie.
Oh, interesting.
Of what?
Avatar: The Last Airbender.
Well, I know what
The
director
original,
they shouldn't
The
get.
original studio is doing it.
Okay, I was gonna say I know what
they made
director
a
they should
live-action
not
movie.
get.
No, they didn't. They made a live-action abomination.
We don't talk about that.
It
They
wasn't
made a
that
Final
bad.
Fantasy movie too called The Spirits Within.
I went
Unpopular
and saw that in the
opinion,
theater.
I liked that movie.
Yeah.
unpopular movie,
about
you
it
mean?
except the story, the cast, the screenplay,
The fact that if Final Fantasy was in,
cinematography.
they should have just called it The Spirits Within. They shouldn't have even called it Final Fantasy. It's just The Spirits Within would have been fine.
I like that movie. I like The Spirits Within. I went and saw it in the theater.
Why is this a Final Fantasy movie? Oh shit! They said live stream one time. Right on. So this is Final Fantasy
And
7,
Sid, right?
And Sid.
It had Sid in there.
Oh, was Sid in there? Who was?
Yes.
You know,
Sid was the old elder scientist.
Let's see. I remember. No, I don't remember anything about that movie because it wasn't fucking memorable. I remember guns and ghosts. Guns and ghosts. They had guns and ghosts. Hey, welcome to Final Fantasy. Guns and ghosts.
They've had guns and ghosts in Final Fantasy.
They also had flan and chocobos and moogles and swords and magic and materia and espers
and a monk who will run up and punch a dude with a gun.
Yeah, and a dude who suplexes a fucking train.
Yeah.
Yup.
But anyway, Steve Buscemi
Anime
was in it.
fucking powers have always been in Final Fantasy. Prove me wrong. Wait, hold on. Prove me wrong.
1639.
But
We're
that's
right
none
on
of my
time
business.
for Final Fantasy discussion.
Wait, really?
What?
What does 1639 have to do about it?
Time.
Is that the time on the clock in Zozo?
Mm-hmm.
You memorized that? I have to look up a guide every single time, or like go through all the steps. Like, I don't know, man. Every time like the screen goes, I forget everything about what I was doing. I come back sometimes and I'm like, which way was I going? Where am I? What town is this?
I may or may not have played Final Fantasy VI like a dozen times.
Go.
Me bard.
Actually, I think Psychon is the spoony bard in this scenario. I'm pretty sure Psychon is the spoony bard.
Yeah,
Psychon,
I would have to say he is definitely the Edward of our party.
Yep.
So just don't get in my way.
Edward, not Edgar.
Yeah, not Edgar.
Yeah, just don't tell me I'm in your way.
I think Bob is the Edgar. He's gonna give me.
No,
he's about to give me
Has
the.
anyone else played Suikoden?
I have.
Absolutely love those games.
Yeah, they were great.
I did not.
Did you progress Suikoden 1, 2, and 3?
I stopped at 2.
But I will tell you, my friends called them Suikoden.
I was gonna say, neat thing about it was you got some cool shit at each game if you had the game save from the previous.
Oh, that's so cool!
Yeah,
I always love it when games do that.
I haven't played it since like OG PS1 was the current gen console.
Mm-hmm.
Whoa.
Yeah, I had it PS1 for Suikoden 1 and 2, and then when I got Suikoden 3, oh god, this was shit nearly 20 years ago now, I guess, for the PS2. That game loaded up my previous game saves and unlocked some stuff.
Mm-hmm.
That actually brings up so Chrissy wanted me to ask you, bro. Are you playing Bravely Default 2?
So she asked me that last night.
Oh, did she? Damn it! I was gonna do it live.
Yeah, sorry, I have not purchased a copy yet.
Okay.
I'm still working my way through Final Fantasy 12.
Okay.
For the Switch. So, and my birthday came and went on Monday, and nobody bought me a copy of Bravely 2. So, it's gonna have to wait.
Oh yeah! Wow.
I'm sorry, I don't think I even spoke to you that day, did we?
I haven't bought anything, mostly because I've been trying to financially recover from all of this shit.
You guys were in some shit, right?
Yeah.
And I am not offended by it at all.
Scanner mode.
Not at all.
Dude, I went to purchase groceries today and they were still like you can buy bread on the website, and they
But
call
they don't
it
have
like
any.
well no they so what they do is like if you order bread, like instead of like ordering a specific brand or something like that, you just order bread and they give you whatever the fuck they can find. Like you don't get to pick. Like
Right, let me address the birthday thing while we're on the subject. Okay. So you
Scanner mode.
and your wife
Making it
recognized my birthday publicly in your server, right?
Mhm.
And then my dad called me, right? And my other sister called. Well, she texted me, and then she called me, right? So that's enough. That's enough. It really is.
Course adjustment.
Right? I don't need anything more than that, right? My wife and daughter, Rachel made me cookies, peanut butter cookies, which are my favorite, and it was awesome.
Oh, my peanut butter cookies are my favorite too.
Peanut butter cookies, right? And so, and my wife, she made me some fish tacos because she's like, "What do you want for your birthday dinner?" And I'm like, "Fish.
Scanning.
I just want fish." Right. So she made some fish tacos, and it was awesome. And she made some like I've never heard of this, right? A blueberry cherry pie. Like of the fruit pies, cherry pie is the king. Cherry pie is my favorite. It's a very close second to elderberry pie, but elderberry pie is I haven't actually had elderberry pie since I was like 5 years old. So cherry pie is king.
I heard your mom smells of elderberries.
I knew this was coming at some point.
So I got a blueberry cherry pie for my birthday instead of birthday cake, and it was awesome.
Okay, Commander.
Right, and my wife made it for me, which is a big deal because she absolutely despises blueberries. Right.
Oh.
So my birthday was fine. You guys don't need to do anything special for my birthday. I'm good.
If you guys want to donate to get him a copy of I said this right in front of him.
I'm good.
He says he's good. Guys, he's good. I believe you.
Thing I was going to ask all you guys while I have everyone here. I need a new game. All right? Suggest a game.
Odyssey.
I'm going to say, yeah, I'm down with that. I'm kind of already playing it, though.
Jumping to
Odyssey? No, you're not. It's not out yet.
No, it's not out yet. Well, it was a given that I was going to get that. But
the last new game I got was Borderlands 3.
I got that for free when I bought a graphics card a year ago.
Yeah, well, I'm saying that is the last new game I've gotten, so I'm probably the last person you should ask about getting a new game.
And like I said, I got that for free with my graphics card. I installed it. I have never actually launched it.
What do you feel like are your favorite type of games? Like, do you like strategy the most? Do you like simulators?
He likes some zombie survival games.
I've been playing today because it's free on Steam.
Have you ever hold on, zombie survival game guy? Have you played Oregon Trail? Like Oregon or ORGAN Trail?
Oh, I have heard of it though.
Oh my God, you need to get that game. You will love that game. It is so fucking fantastic. I love it. Just the music, spot fucking on, the graphics invoke Oregon Trail. Like, it is so amazing. You will love it. Fucking masterpiece.
What I was getting at was I was thinking about picking up Red Dead Redemption 2.
I've heard good things. I've heard good things about that.
I have been playing Cyberpunk, but I'm probably going to switch storylines because the Nomad. Yeah, I wasn't digging the whole situation I found myself in with that one. And on top of which, the game is hot, unoptimized mess. It's pretty, but
probably get there. But it's a shame that it has to get there.
Yeah, pretty much my thoughts on that.
Oh, if we're gonna talk about game stuff, have you guys heard the news about Anthem? So they finally decided to just completely cancel and shelve Anthem. Like, they're not gonna remake the engine or anything.
What's Anthem? I've never heard of it.
It's the one that they tried to make it sort of like a hex, but you fly around in jetpacks and stuff.
I would say that was a
terrible.
Blizzard project.
Was it Blizzard?
I don't think it was Blizzard. I think
I haven't seen a thing on the BattleNet launcher for it. Chrissy would probably know.
I'm actually kind of
it was
excited.
primarily Xbox One. It's just that, I mean, it was terrible. Like, there was like load screens like you were back on like a PS1
Leaving
or
system.
PS2.
A lot.
So it's akin to the game Sin that came out in the late 90s, huh?
Knack, a whole lot of people on the server right now are playing Sea of Thieves and absolutely loving it. And to be honest, I like it too.
I've got that game. I play. Maybe multiplayer is better.
Multiplayer, multiplayer, dude. Multiplayer. Like multiplayer is the only fucking way to play that game. Like, I like playing solo and it's okay, but like really the experience is about the multiplayer. Like,
Anthem is an EA
why I'm
thing.
not playing Sea of Thieves.
oh, okay. That's why I don't care about it.
I was gonna say that's why I don't know anything about it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I tend to ignore that company because
the last EA game that I played that I actually enjoyed was Command and Conquer Generals in 2001.
Yeah, nowadays they tend to want about $240 for a full game, and I'm not down to pay that much for a full game. I'll even pay to play games before I'm. Nope.
And the only reason for that was because I was a huge fan of the Command and Conquer series of games, and it was originally by Westwood Studios, and then EA bought them out. Prior to that game, the last EA game that I played that I actually gave a shit about was fucking Archon.
Archon. So I never played Command and Conquer. I was a big I strangely enough, I would have loved Might and Magic, but I never actually had bought any of those titles. But I played like I don't want to say a spin-off because it's not a spin-off. It's like it's called Lords of Magic.
Heroes.
Yeah, Heroes of Might and Magic. But I never played any of the Might and Magic entries. Instead, I played Lords of Magic, which is similar to Might and Magic, but not the same as Might and Magic. Like, I don't know. Kind of like, I feel like I would have really liked Age of Empires, but I never played Age of Empires either.
So I'm gonna throw this out there, and you can interpret it however you will. You and your mother-in-law share a love for Heroes of Might and Magic.
Yeah. Wait.
Yep.
I've never played Heroes of Might and Magic. The only Might and Magic game I've played is Might and Magic Heroes 9, and it was like first level easy, second level completely utterly shut down and stuck because I have no idea what I'm doing.
So she used to tell me about how she would play Heroes of Might and Magic 11.
Yeah.
She was totally into it. But then again, she was totally into playing pen and paper D&D back in the day.
Oh, I love D&D. Ask me about my D&D.
When I say back in the day, I'm talking 1986, 87.
So, Advanced Dungeons and Dragons, or
AD&D Rev 2, right?
Rev 2. My very first campaign that I was ever involved in was a Advanced Dungeons and Dragons, but it was like a player's option setup. Like, I guess they released a player's option expansion for it at some point that like added a bunch of different features.
She used to tell stories about how my dad was very sadistic as a DM.
Of course, who isn't?
Yeah, there was a story involving a red dragon and some shoes of dancing. You can imagine how that ended up.
Wait, did the red dragon have the shoes of dancing on? Because that would have ended up hilarious.
Gave them to her character.
Oh, shoes of dancing. Yeah, that definitely sounds like now you can never stop dancing, ever. Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, I'm sorry. You need sleep? No, you're dancing. You're dancing. The cursed. You can't take them off.
That was how that character died.
Aye, Commander.
That's how that character died. We had a character who did some, evil stuff. Namely, burned down a orphanage and The gods got really upset with him, so they put a portal in his back. Like, and it was painful, and he could never sleep, so he had to, like, you know, roleplay going crazy, but then he could also not die from that because of that. So he had this little goblin companion, and so the rest of his party, this is after I had already dipped out, apparently, took the goblin and hurled it into the portal on his back. And stuff happened. So they had to, like, go into the portal on his back. It's weird. Scanner mode.
Affirmative, Commander.
And that's the thing that happened.
Yeah.
If we ever find ourselves all getting together, we need to break out the HOL.
Yes, we do.
HOL?
I would be down for some HOL.
Huh? What?
But only if we can make Psycon roll on the Cornhole by God table.
And hopefully he gets a 1.
Hearthstone Online?
No. Human occupied landfill.
That's right, baby.
Is that like the thing that would later become? No, that's Wasteland. What am I? Scanner mode.
Certainly.
You just need to look it up.
Y'all have to look it up.
You ought to look at some of the character creation tables.
I have been enjoying D&D 5th edition. I don't know. I know that D&D got a lot of hate in 4th edition, but 5th edition I like it. It's cool.
Like I say, the Cornhole by God table. You roll a 1. What was it? God finds a better use for skin than holding your sorry ass together.
I was 4, right? 4 was my favorite. God holds you personally responsible for the death of Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
Like everybody's
1d4 lightning damage every round in perpetuity.
Everybody was really in love with D&D 3.5, and I like D&D 3.5 okay, but let me tell you what I don't like about D&D 3.5 that I really love about 5th edition. Because I work my ass off to get all 4 of these other motherfuckers to actually come over to my house once a week to play. And when I'm like, everybody get here at 5 and we'll start at 5:30, you know, so that gives us ample time to make sure we're all leveled up and everything. Yeah, no, you should tell them, no,
they show up at all.
You should get there at 9 a.m. if you want to level up your character, because it takes a fucking hour. Fuck. Like, okay, but what feats do you want? Well, what page are feats on? Oh, they're on this entire chapter. Like, okay, well, we also need to put in your skill points. Think carefully about these because you can't reorganize them later. Shit. Fucking leveling your character takes longer than the actual session. Like, holy shit. 5th, it's easy. You fucking... Because you don't have to, like, look through, like, an entire chapter worth of fucking feats and, like, decide whether you're going to take... Like, you can take them, but, like, the feats are in a nice little package deal now. Like, okay, I'm down with that. Less time leveling your character, more time focusing on what matters. Fucking role play. Scanner mode.
Which direction?
Okay.
There it is. You go that way.
We introduced a new character to the show last week, and I am really excited, or not last week, but last session, and I'm really excited to get back to it this session. I actually have a map to make before then, so I'm sitting here. I've been working on that the past night anyway. Hopefully I'll finish that tonight, and I'll have it ready by tomorrow. I say hopefully, but mandatory. I have to finish that by tonight and have it ready for tomorrow.
All right. I'm seriously thinking about buying 6 more of these monitors.
6?
Yeah.
I mean, are you going to send some my way?
What?
You going to send 3 of them to me?
And 3 of them my way.
Have a 9-screen grid display.
Wow. Man, I remember grid displays when those were, like, really... Like, you could find them sometimes. Particularly when the PS2 came out with Twisted Metal Black, I remember when I bought that game, they had it on a I think it was a 9-screen grid display at the place that I demoed it at, and I was like, "Whoa, this is really cool, dude."
Nah, if I go that route, I'll probably just buy 3 of those big ass curved ultra wides.
Do you like the curved monitors? Are those? That was cool.
Basically what I'm using right now, but I have 3 monitors to make it.
Wait,
make it
basically or literally? Like,
okay, I've got 4 monitors on my desk right now. 3 of them are arranged in infinity, so 3 monitors make 1, and the 2 on the sides are at an angle, probably 30, 35 degrees. Like I said, effectively, it's the same as one of those curved monitors, except I've got the bezels in the center.
okay, this song kicks ass though. Hold up. Favoriting this. Fucking, I'm the goddamn terror that flaps in the night, bitches.
Oh God. Darkwing, duck.
Look, man, that dude made up the majority of voice acting that took me through childhood. Jim Cummings.
I was gonna say, Jim Cummings voiced so many of my favorite characters when I was a kid. He was motherfucking Robotnik on the Saturday morning Sonic cartoon show.
Yeah, he was. Jim Cummings.
Mm-hmm.
Fucking
He was
legend.
also, I want to say he was also Pete on Goof Troop.
Was he really?
Yeah,
Oh yeah,
I think so.
Yeah.
Winnie the
Holy shit,
Pooh
yeah.
and-
Yeah, Winnie the Pooh, Darkwing Duck, Mega Duck, of course.
Oh, I'll say my
And a
wife.
couple
System
other
Map.
voices in there. Was he also Tigger? I feel like he was Tigger as well.
Yeah, he was.
Yeah, that sounds about right. If not just that entire show was just Jim Cummings, like just doing a bunch of different voices. It's just him in a room by himself. And he's got these like action figures. He's got like dinosaurs. He's a leaf in the wind and shit.
Temperatures are at an acceptable level.
No.
Respect, man.
Scanning now.
Or Psycon will never know.
You can't drop Leaf in the Wind, man. Not without a moment of silence.
Sorry,
you
I
can't
was
do that.
extracting.
That's not okay.
I was extracting a lasagna from the oven.
This is how
Mac-
this went. This is how this went
Mac-
down.
Next,
This
he dropped Leaf in the Wind without a accompanying moment of silence. Not okay.
No.
I'm still.
But if
I'm
that's
being.
not- if
I'm
that's
being
not
quiet over
okay-
here. If y'all want a moment of silence, we can do it. But it's up to y'all.
I'm gonna
to
say, if that's
quit
not
bitching
okay, you're
about
not
it.
gonna like this one. Hey, Mark,
What's up?
how does Josh Whedon clean his car?
Oh no.
How's that?
He washes it. And there's
And that is our show, guys. I hope that everyone has had a great time.
Bum, 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 bum.
Bum, 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 bum. I need to get that. I need to get my soundboard up and running on this. We started watching. So we took Psycon through episodes 1 and 2. And then Chrissy was like, when we stopped watching it after that week, it was because we went to the vote system, and like, let's face it, we're probably not going to finish it at this point. Chrissy was like, let's watch the movie again, and I was like, fuck yeah, let's watch the movie again.
all right,
Serenity?
GG and
Hell
G
yeah.
General.
Yes, and oh my god,
Hey, Mark,
So, yeah,
Scanner
I was
mode.
GG
gonna
and
say
G
so.
General chat.
Affirmative.
That's why I don't get that whole Josh Whedon thing. So.
yeah, you're not gonna.
Check what I just put in the general chat.
Oh, no, that is not okay, Knack. That is. Now I'm sad.
You're fucking jail. But no, not even horny jail,
Morty
just
and
regular,
Gall, man.
regular. You're
Morty
in
and Gall.
imprisonment. That's
Not
no
even jail, man. Morty and Gowl.
fucking.
I told you were gonna be upset. I've been sitting on that for a while because I wanted you to get to the end of the series.
Your punishment is to watch The Room 3 times in a row.
Oh damn!
Scanner mode.
I don't know. I mean,
Right
I don't
away,
know if
Commander.
anything deserves that harsh.
That did.
Like I said, I've been sitting on that for a while. I was waiting for you to finish the series and the movie.
Oh no, Chrissy and I have finished the entire series
He had
and the
finished
movie.
it for a while. I'm the one who's never seen it.
Yeah, he didn't really dig it though.
Icon,
Well, he
did I
didn't
give
like
you access to my private server?
Yes.
Plex. No,
But
he
again,
didn't.
like,
No, you didn't.
yeah, you did. He gave me access.
You
to
have
Plex.
access to
yes,
Plex?
He did.
Oh, okay, never mind.
But again, like the main reason why I never watched the series was I was never really interested in it.
Yeah,
You're missing out, man.
You really are. It's a space western.
No. Yeah, but that's the whole thing. I'm not
doesn't like
really
westerns.
that big on western.
Well, it's not that heavily
No, but
westernized, but I mean it's you if you like sci-fi, you owe it to it, and it's only 13 episodes.
So Star Trek is a space western.
not for me.
No, Star Trek is a space western.
No.
Yeah, no, not for me. Maybe the original.
The original series, yes, but the thing that makes it
not okay.
The thing that makes Star Trek a space western is not like dusty planets and like it is, and yes, I know. I was confused about this the first time I heard it too, and then I understand the format of Western movies. There is a good guy who is like the sheriff, who is like the good guy, and maybe he has a posse and maybe he doesn't, but then there is a bad guy. That's the Western formula. Isn't that weird? So like when they designed Captain Kirk, have you noticed that he holds his phaser like at his side? He doesn't like shoot down. That is literally an homage to fucking what's his name, old Western guy.
Sheriff Dillon?
Yeah, I don't know. I've never seen a Western movie before.
You're watching Forrest Gump. What?
Dude face Western guy? You know, the guy that was like, I'm gonna fucking kill you, motherfucker. No, maybe.
He's talking more
like
along the
John
lines
Wayne
of
was
Dirty
like
Harry.
a quintessential,
Sure.
like.
I've never seen it.
Dude.
Sure, okay. Yeah, that works. But you know, they always had the revolver, and they never like aimed down the sights of it. It always like
yeah. So Psychon, he's talking more along the lines of the good, the bad, and the ugly.
Yeah.
A fistful of dollars.
Eastwood. There you go.
Yeah,
That's the guy. That's the guy. I nailed it.
Oh, yeah. So
I've never seen a Clint Eastwood movie. Yeah, me neither.
Don't forget Once Upon a Time in the West.
I need to.
Yes,
I really
I've
super need
seen
to.
all of those, and they're great.
Are they? I have never seen them. I've never seen Western movies before.
Complying.
If you're going to start with them, those three are
Now I've heard
flawed.
Yeah.
Now I've heard the music from them, and the music is fantastic.
But you know, then again, I also watched all the old John Wayne flicks too. So
a lot of the John Wayne, well, okay, the movies John Wayne did when he was older were so much better. There was a lot of stuff when he was younger. I cringed my way through it.
You're talking about the World War II stuff.
No, I'm talking about some of the stuff my grandparents I watched with them. Like, what was John Wayne's first one? It's black and white, like 1937 or some shit, 39.
Oh, yeah, I know what you're talking about.
That one was ultra cringe. But that was like his first movie.
What I was explaining is
and
that
to be fair, that was very much a B movie then.
No, I think
it was.
Finish that. What I was explaining though is the Western formula, which is literally from what I've read, just that. It's like there's like the good guy, like policeman, and then there's like the bad guy, like outlaw.
Yeah. So the movie that Knack is talking about is the Great K&A train robbery.
Huh.
I don't remember the title. I watched it one time against my will.
And yeah, that's why I'm saying maybe the original Star Trek was like that, but not later on.
He's talking about the plot points of it.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, he's talking about
it most definitely, absolutely fucking is. Like,
Maximum
so the other piece of that puzzle, if I could get this in, is that it is up to the sheriff, the good guy, to make some maybe ethically questionable choices to eliminate this person who's doing all of this damage, like all this social
Stand by.
damage.
Scanning
So,
now.
and it's present even
Collating.
in Deep Space
Compiling
Nine,
data.
in the
Updating
episode
cartography.
where Cisco nukes that entire fucking planet. You know the one I'm talking about, just to get at the guy. Like he even like makes references to it. Like yeah, like that is what makes that a space western.
So
like it is that sort of thing.
The movie that Knack is referring to is the
but
Big Trail.
he wasn't even a bad guy. That's the point. The whole point of the series was that, you know, they weren't necessarily good guys or bad guys. I mean,
but from the perspective that you're watching from, they are the bad guy. Like that's what I'm saying. Like there is. Okay, so you're taking this too literally. Like it's not about a good guy and a bad guy. It is about a lawman and an outlaw. It doesn't mean that they're a bad guy, because just like Kefka, they can have a reason for what they're doing, and they think that it's a perfectly sound reason for doing it, and that doesn't make them like this evil, like I'm out to take over the world. Like Kefka was out to eliminate magic, not because oh, I want all of this power. It's because he thought that magic was like the root of all evil, right? Which is what makes Kefka a very interesting villain. The best villain.
That's a whole other can of worms.
But I'm still not necessarily saying that's a Western. I mean, like, you could apply that to so many different stories from literature.
And that is why they call it space western. So that is the through the research that I've done and through the things that I've heard. Call it what you will, but that's why they call it a space western. Is because it has those factors.
And that's why they're wrong.
The whole crew is a bunch of outcasts and rejects, all crammed together to do some good.
Affirmative, Commander.
Through morally ambiguous decisions and activities.
And that's the important piece, right? Because especially in the case of westerns, it was usually like this frontier kind of situation where these things are decided by those people. In the case of the space western, that's not really how it is, but kind of, yeah.
All right, guys, dinner is ready, so I'm going to dip out for a bit.
All right, buddy.
I will knock out that camera.
I will be back. What time is it anyway?
It is
17:10.
I'll probably be back before y'all wrap it up.
All right.
All right, I will return.
So I have a sake story to share, but I mean we have 5 viewers, and I don't know that anybody's going to spend points on story time.
Really, I'm showing 7. Oh yeah, okay, 7. Yeah, gotcha. I mean, I'll spend points on story time, but I really like. I mean, I have infinity points, so it's kind of unfair.
Yeah, right.
Bob has a sake story. If you want to hear it,
I do.
Drop those points, man. I'm actually going to step away for just a moment to refill my whiskey. I will be right back. Don't touch that.
Bring me some.
Will do. I'm going to switch over to Commander Taylor's view and leave you in his capable hands.
I don't know about how capable they are, but...
Also, let me tell you that this song is already badass, and you remember we were just talking about space westerns.
Yes, we were.
You dirty, you nasty... You dirty, you nasty... But you mine. What? Whoa! Whoa! I wasn't expecting that! I wasn't expecting that! Okay, I'm gonna AFK. I'll be right back. Don't touch that dial.
How you doing, Sycon? You nice and warm?
For a little bit. I mean, it's freaking humid as heck in here.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Gathering information. Cartography has now been...
I don't know what that's like. I mean, I've got a big old humidifier downstairs, and it's all I can do to get the house to 40%. Nothing? Nothing? No response?
Nope.
All right, we'll listen to the slide guitar going on. That is a big gas giant. Engage FSD.
Yes, yes.
Got time, dang.
Leaving system.
So how's the new job treating you, buddy?
Well,
I feel bad because you
it's like
you were saying how you had a new job and it looked like you were talking about it during the week a little bit, but I was so freaking busy this week I was not able to pay attention.
Okay.
Well,
Executing
like, okay, mostly because like I haven't really been able to talk much anyway, just because like, so I've basically been under supervision until like Sunday. So like I was like, I don't think it looks good if I'm like chatting with people on Discord and stuff and whatnot. On my
That's
phone.
fair.
I've got basically my manager watching me.
The information I see
But
is a location.
I mean, it's like the old
I
job,
believe Astra knows
except
this
you
location
know,
and
it's a
has been
safer
forbidden to make
location
disclosure. For
and
what
like
reason, I'm unsure.
a nicer build. It's like
Maybe
a
for
nicer
good reason. It's unclear to me.
business.
Either way,
You know,
I need
I'm
to
not
know
like
where it is.
dressed in like. So I'm
Instinctively,
dressed
I
in
do
like
feel
slacks
drawn
like
to
I
a
used to be,
place that I know
except
exists.
now instead of
I
having
somehow
a polo
This
shirt,
side
I
turned
actually
out
have to have a
purpley
nice
silver. I gotta
button-up
bleach
shirt.
this side again.
Far from reaching
Dark.
it and knowing precisely where it is. Only Astra can tell me. But she will not acknowledge that there is such a place.
Aiden,
I have made mention of
stop
sending
talking.
to Astra.
Sorry, bro. She was overrunning you.
But yeah, I mean, like for the most part, it's still like the same stuff that I used to do. I mean, there's a little more cleaning because it's a little bigger area, but I mean, they were pretty desperate enough to need me to basically work the day that I was applying. So
So what'd you do? Apply with the top of your resume said I ain't afraid no Rona?
I ain't afraid of
no,
no
it was
Rona.
just, I was just like, I'm just looking to get back into work, and then they call me and they're like, hey, we like your application and stuff. Would you like to come for an interview tomorrow? I go, great. And then I go and I get an interview and stuff, and then they're like, hey, would you like to work for us tonight? Like, sure.
If I ever find myself in a position where I am so like desperate for a job that I actually apply for a like IT position again, like customer service, my resume is literally going to say, "Do you like me? Yes, no." On a fucking napkin.
In green crayon.
They'll remember that shit.
Gathering information. Cartography updated.
Not green crayon, but blue and yellow crayon mixed, which makes green.
No, that's reserved for other things.
Oh yeah, that's true. That legal documentation, you mean?
Yeah.
Whew, a little chilly in here. Shit. Better drink a little bit more of this whiskey. Oh, you missed all of my, but that's none of my business. You know the Kermit meme? You know the one?
I know what you're talking about.
You don't know what I'm talking about? Hold on.
Galaxy map.
But that's none of my business meme.
Wow, you guys have outdistanced me.
Oh wow, the very first one that came up. People freezing to death. None of my business. But yeah, this is the particular meme. Is the that's none of my business. I'll just put this in general chat in GG&G so that you can see it.
Oh, you do that.
Yeah, I'm doing that also so that we can bury the atrocity that Knack posted, which I
showed that to Millie and she responded with the finger. That pretty much sums it up, doesn't it?
I said this should earn him a ban at Wizard. I'm just kidding, of course.
Hey, so interesting thing I was reading about. Do you ever remember the series Two Guys, a Girl, in a Pizza Place?
Nope. That sounds like one of those teen movies that I would have only caught if a girlfriend at the time dragged me by the mohawk.
Well, it was a TV
Scanner mode.
series that was on CW, so it's close enough. But so one of the people who was the stars of it was Nathan Fillion.
Okay. Yeah, I mean Nathan Fillion's been everywhere. What
But
he's
the
even
other
in
star was Ryan Reynolds.
he's even in
Hey, they share a girlfriend. Too soon?
What?
No, you didn't make that connection.
Fillion was also in Big Mouth, and that was a really good adult cartoon. Definitely adult cartoon there. Funny as hell. Brilliant writing that. That one I don't know. What are you talking? Maybe can you hum me a few bars? Maybe I'll remember.
I mean, you've watched Firefly, right?
I've watched Firefly.
You've seen Deadpool, right?
I've seen Deadpool, yeah.
All right, Mrs. Deadpool. You didn't recognize her?
Maybe I did and I don't remember it because she was on screen for all of 5 minutes before she. That's a spoiler, isn't it? Oh wait, this show has been full of spoils.
She was in both of them. Yeah, she was in both of them.
Yeah. His totally living, not death girlfriend.
Do you remember the companion from Firefly?
Completing system scan.
The companion. Yeah, I
Gathering
do.
information.
Oh yeah, okay, yeah, I do remember that's who that was. Yeah, okay, I do remember that. That wasn't his girlfriend in Firefly. He just liked her.
I mean, he kind of went out of his way to make sure she was safe, right?
I wonder if she was also in there.
Scanner mode.
Funny.
Okay.
What?
I think Knack chased off all our viewers.
There's still people here. Hi, people that are here.
Oh well. I guess I don't get to talk about those pictures.
I wish you would, but I will not force you.
Hull integrity
I could.
Limits. All other
What if I
normal
purchase a story time?
It's up to you. It's your channel, man.
Scanning.
Introducing channel points. Watch VG Punks. Earn some love. Unlock rewards. Learn more. Let's get started. It literally says Infinity channel points here at the bottom. You guys know who I am.
Who are you?
Bob, is this an example of shitty coding?
Could be. Could be.
Say it ain't so.
I mean,
I
mean, next thing you're gonna tell me that there's gonna be an artist who's gonna be DMCA striked for playing his own music.
This couldn't be a product of shitty design.
I don't know, man. I mean, I'm not a professional programmer, so.
There it is.
I also don't work for Solar Winds. So. Those guys have had it rough.
Yeah, man. You're talking about Sun Microsystems?
No, I'm talking about Solar Winds.
Who?
And,
the game?
And their Solar Winds 123 password.
The game?
No, nothing.
Don't leak their password online, dude.
Too late. Too fucking late.
Too fucking late, dude.
That's kind of the whole point.
That's affirmative, Commander.
Yeah, that is kind of the whole point. Does that make you a gray hat streamer?
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, you didn't use it for malicious purposes, but you definitely fucking leaked it to the public.
But, I mean, if it was already out there, did I leak it? I mean, did I really leak it?
Did you really leak it, folks? Change your fucking passwords. Change your fucking passwords.
All right. You want story time?
Yeah, I want story time.
You want story time? Okay.
I care.
Switch it to my camera.
Switching to your camera. Taylor-MadeAK camera mode engaged.
So when I first put up my website back in like 2007 to teach people how to make their own sake, right? Because the information just wasn't out there. I started getting hits from social media outlets, Facebook, Reddit, right? Well, I'd never heard of Reddit before. So I went and created myself an account. And ever since then, I've been keeping just kind of one eye on the sake subreddit on Reddit. And they go through waves of activity, right? And this past week, somebody had posted a post on that subreddit say, "Hey, check out the koji I made using Yamada Nishiki rice." And I went, "Where did you get Yamada Nishiki rice?" If you don't know, Yamada Nishiki is the premium sake rice, like the creme de la creme of the sake rices. You wouldn't want to eat it, but if you're making sake, it just doesn't get any better than that.
How come you wouldn't want to eat it?
Because it doesn't taste like anything.
Doesn't just no taste at all.
Like almost no taste at all. It would be like the blandest bowl of rice you ever ate.
Wait, hold up. But does it? So is it kind of like egg whites where it takes on the flavor, or like mushrooms that it takes on the flavor of the stuff that's in it, or just nothing?
Just nothing. Like it is it's neutral, right? It doesn't have really any flavor in it, and it's not going to take on any additional flavor either. It's just, it would be unpleasant to try and eat it because it'd just be bland as shit, right?
Okay.
But if you're making sake, it was bred over hundreds of years to produce a abundance of amylose starch, and so it's like the perfect premium sake rice. And so I'm like, where did you get that? Because Japan doesn't export any of their rice. They eat it, or they make sake with it. They don't export it. So they popped up and said, hey, actually they're growing it in Arkansas now. I went, what? And then they went, hey, do you know that we have a Discord for the sake subreddit? I'm like, well, I do now. So I popped in there and I got recognized because if I pop into a new server in Discord, it shows up with my original online handle, which is Taylor-MadeAK.
Yeah.
And I got recognized and went, wait, are you Taylor-MadeAK? You're like a sake celebrity. I was honestly surprised that anybody remembered me, right? Because I took my website down in 2017 and I haven't really put it back on because I figured the information was out there. And I got just flooded with questions, along with one guy who lives here in Alaska, who had been down in California recently and came back with 200 pounds of sake rice.
Oh wow!
Right, and half of that being Yamada Nishiki, and he says, "Hey, I'll trade you some Yamada Nishiki rice for some sake brewing lessons." So that's where I was last night.
Oh, no shit. That's so cool.
No shit. So
you were a sake celebrity.
Evidently, right? So let me pull this over here.
I mean, I remember
so that's
talking about your exploits of your sake brewing.
So that's where I was last night. I was over, and this is what sake rice looks like when it's been milled down to 60% of its original mass. So I spent a good 2 hours over there just kind of passing on some of my experience and knowledge to him. Good guy. Really like him. And I came home with 12.5 pounds of this Yamada Nishiki 60% polished rice. So I'm going to have to get another batch going soon.
I will send those bottles right the fuck back to you.
It wouldn't surprise me if you emptied them right away. But so it was a surprise to me, right? That I didn't realize that people were still aware of who I was out there. It's been a while.
Man, you present something that's valuable for your community, and you know, when people know who the fuck you are, it's crazy. Like, and having lived through a bit of that myself, like, it's otherworldly. Like, it's really weird to like think that like maybe you know, in what you think to be just such a small way, like had such an impact on someone's life, you know?
Yeah, it's very strange to me. I'm like, I'm not used to this idea that I did anything special. I just took some knowledge, and it wasn't even in mind to begin with, right? Fred Eckhart really did the legwork of doing the research and presenting it in a book format, and I took his work and I built on it and I put it out there on the internet because he hadn't, right?
Yeah.
So, you know, but I wasn't trying to take credit for anything he did.
Nah, of course not. I mean, but that's what the internet's kind of about, though, right? Is like you have, you know, hundreds of millions of different, let's call them permutations of interpretations of data, right? And that's what a lot of us need in order to learn, are different permutations of data. We need to see, you know, different interpretations of stuff in order to really grok it. I definitely fucking do. I can't pick stuff up in a single lecture. I need to be able to look stuff up on YouTube and otherwise on the internet. And when I find an article that's exhaustive like that, that's fucking amazing.
I'm getting used to the idea that everybody that, you know, within IT and within the organization at large where I work knows who I am. I'm still not used to the idea that somebody else in Anchorage recognizes my name when it's combined with the word Saki.
Information. Cartography has now been updated.
And yet here we are.
It's weird, right? That's my story.
Was it just that person, or was it other people who were like?
No, it was a whole freaking Discord server, man.
That's awesome, dude. That is awesome. There is the community that formed. There is the community that formed.
So I've been in there, you know, participating in chat and answering questions, and just generally, you know, being recognized. And it's weird because I never expected that level of recognition.
And there is yet another way that you're performing a service to humanity, because you're extending the essentially the life of this home brewing concept. That's so cool.
Maybe, right? But to me, it was, you know, strange that the Japanese sake brewers were so xenophobic and so protective of their trade secrets in their processes that they didn't recognize that other parts of the world would appreciate the beauty of their processes and their traditions. It's changed a lot since 2007. You know, and you can find that there are professional sake breweries out there who have videos of their whole process, start to finish.
How about the idea that now you have a source of this rice that's in America?
That is mind blowing to me. Like, when did that happen?
And maybe unbeknownst to you, even, like, you actually had a bigger hand in that than you were even aware.
If I did, I don't know about it.
Just because you publicized information and you put it into a format that people could understand. Just saying.
Maybe. If I did, I'm happy that I got that information out there. You know, because to me, you know, brewing sake is not about the end result. It's the process. I like the traditions and I don't really know how else to describe it other than it's the process. It's the whole rigid schedule of the process and the amount of thought that went into developing that over the course of centuries. I think it's beautiful.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, I mean, you've only had the smallest taste of it, just that little bit that I was able to stream on Discord.
That was really cool, though. That was fucking cool, though. Scanner mode. I really enjoyed watching it, and I learned a whole lot.
Engaging exit first.
Like what?
Watching the process, like I didn't realize that there was so much equipment involved in it. Like that, I think, was kind of the biggest takeaway for me. And also, like, you did a lot of really great lectures, like on, otherwise like chemical reactions and chemistry, biology, because
Both.
you're working with living organisms in this case,
Mhm.
right? Which are the what are they
Yeasties.
called? The yeast ease, is that really
Yeah, little yeasties, right? No, the yeast, right? But also the koji, the mold.
Mm-hmm. And you have to bear with me here because my memory is shite, but like it was really cool, like, because for probably the most, I guess the part that really struck me the most is how passionate you are about it, and that goes a long way, man. Like,
Maybe.
I don't know, like that even shined through in your article. I remember reading your article because when I met you, you were like that
System map.
website was still there.
Yeah.
And I remember and I showed that to a bunch of like my friends, like, dude, check this out. This is really fucking well done.
I'm thinking about bringing it back in some form,
should.
like because I archived all of it, right? And I'm thinking about bringing it back. Maybe throw it into like a Google Doc or something, make it a living document.
You should. You totally should.
Because I'm finding that in the feedback that I've received from the community is that the other person who I expected to kind of take up the mantle of being the sake guy on the internet for teaching people to homebrew the sake, it hasn't been doing a very good job of it, or at least as far as the community is concerned. Maybe I'm just a better writer. I'm not sure.
Or maybe they're stretched for time otherwise. You never know what the circumstances.
Yeah, I'm not sure what's going on with Will. He owns homebrewsake.com. He sells sake homebrewing kits from his website.
And you wrote an artiple on that site, didn't you?
I did. A few of them. And all of his work is based on collaboration between himself and me. And I'm okay with that. I don't have a problem with him making a profit on it, but it seems like he hasn't put the amount of care into producing his articles and his documentation that I would have. And so, folks, I'm finding the feedback I'm getting is that they're having a hard time understanding the information as presented by him.
Maybe this is a turning point for you. Maybe this is the point where you're starting to that dream that you had, that you told me about being a brewer and making that your thing.
No, I don't think that'll.
Well, maybe that starts to come into fruition in a way that you didn't expect.
We'll see.
We'll see.
So, the most interesting thing for me for last night was I went over there after dinner and took him a bottle of sake. And this is a person who is who's very interested in sake. He's drunk a lot of sake. He's a chef by trade, and he's very knowledgeable about sake in general. So this is the first time that someone who's knowledgeable about sake has actually tasted my homemade sake and given me feedback about it.
And?
It was overwhelmingly positive.
Your sake is fucking delicious. Like, to be honest, like I'm so looking forward to that sake, dude, because like I've tried several different off-the-shelf sakes at this point, and none of them compare. Like
for sure, his opinion was that what I had given him was unique. He had never tasted anything like it. So, but it was unique in a positive way, was his feedback. And he was super excited to share it with his other friends who are also sake fans. So, yeah, we might have drunk half the bottle.
That's cool, man. I'm really glad that you were able
System
to
map.
find that community, or maybe that they were able to find you.
Yeah, it was very strange for me because I'm not used to the idea that people might have a intrinsic respect for my opinion on something like that.
Man, it it reminds me of and I'm not trying to swing this by any means, but I'm just trying to relate that
Leaving system.
I played in Killer Dismount for around 15 years at some point, and I remember I pulled up to a Walmart one night of all fucking places, and I'm walking up to the door, and somebody jumped out of their car and was like, "Hey, you're fucking Mark Dismount," and I was like, "Yeah, that's me. What's up?" And they were like, "Yeah, I saw you at the lounge at Avenue B a year ago, and fucking I love your band," and like we sat there and talked for. And to me, like, I had never just run into somebody who had been to a show that actually remembered who the fuck I was. And I had always like said, if I could touch one person in every audience and just make an impact on them and like give them something positive, like out of the stuff that I created, like then I would be happy with that.
And then when it happens and it comes back to you, it's fucking weird, right?
That's it. Yes, that is exactly what I'm trying to relate. Yeah, it's fucking weird. It's like it's like an out of body experience. Like who what? You recognize me? What the fuck? Like, that's weird,
Right? And it's hard to reconcile that with the not special, like the I'm so not special opinion that you have of yourself.
Because from your perspective, you're not.
Yeah.
I do my work. I come home. I have a family. Or
System
not,
map.
and I do my shit. Like there's nothing different from that. There's nothing that separates me from these people, and it's important to keep a grasp on that as well. I'm not a celebrity, but if you look up to me for something that I did, then it. I'm not going to say that it's like my duty, but I'm glad that I could have been the person that performed that service. Like
Yep.
I'm glad that I made a positive impact on you in that way, and like
So now we have at least one person in the world who's got 200 pounds of sake rice that's going to turn it into sake based on my input.
you are
That is a lot of responsibility.
Well, if I had to, honestly, in my personal opinion, if I had to place that responsibility on anybody, you would be the first choice person. Like you know your shit, man. Like you've spent years refining your shit too. Like I remember when you brought out those books of fucking like your logs. Like dude, that's fucking science. Like
Were you there when I did that?
yes, I asked you to do that. That's fucking science, though, and that interests me because that's the scientific process, right? There's your trial and error. There's your I did this shit, like I made this shit happen. Like I went in to fucking prove that I could, and to me that is, I mean, that's the crux of humanity right there, Like even if you doubt yourself, even if you've never done something before and you fucking suck at it, it's possible to become that person who is just so knowledgeable about it that you can spread that and even form a community.
Or that person who's made those mistakes and can communicate the positive message of, you know what? Don't be discouraged. Right? You're gonna mess it up the first time. And that's okay. You'll get it right the next time.
What was the line from Adventure Time always comes up, especially
Never
in
seen it.
classes when we talk about this. Like sucking at something is the first step to being kind of good at something. I love that line.
Which is the second step toward becoming an expert at something.
Which is exactly.
So is that number 2 on your list of quotes? Right up there next to talent?
It is, and that is one of the ones that I refer to a whole lot.
How often do you drag that one out?
More often than I let on, my friend. More often than I let.
Because that's kind of embarrassing, you know.
Why? It was a fucking good quote, dude. My boss latched onto that. Did I tell you about that?
Did she really?
I mean, yes.
System map.
Welcome back. Hey, let me enable your camera. I'm a performer at the end of the day. I know that I want to be a game developer and all of that stuff, but at the end of the day, I'm a performer. This is what I do. And you know, if I'm doing it for 30 people or 200 people, like at the lounge or Sam's or 6 people like right now, it doesn't fucking matter to me, because like somewhere I'm making a positive impact on somebody, and for me that's enough. You know, I'm not making any money that way, so you know. Sorry, Mom,
but you are making the world a little bit better place.
And that is my contribution to humanity. And I think that yours has been, you know,
engaging,
maybe even more profound.
I don't know about that, but I'll take it.
Stand by.
I mean, you obviously have this community that formed around your writings, and I know that that's a huge responsibility, but man, that's amazing, bro. Like, that is fucking amazing.
It was just weird to be, you know, recognized like that years after I took all that stuff down and figured that the community had moved on, that they absorbed what I had put out there to teach them and then moved on with it. Nope, that's so not the case.
What?
I routinely get asked, "Hey, what happened to your website?" So I may have to bring it back up at some point. You know, and I have hosting available now, NAC. So maybe.
Yeah, you know what? I think you should. In fact, I am. If there is anything I can do to support this process, you just say the word. Scanner mode.
What side are you wanting to bring back?
Taylor-made.
Okay, I figured that's what you were talking about.
Yeah. So yeah, what you missed out on was I was recognized for this week on Reddit and on Discord. So, and then I ended up over at a guy's house last night, you know, sharing sake and came home with 12.5 pounds of like super premium sake rice. I had no idea was even available in the US. You know, all because he wanted me to just come over and talk to him about brewing sake.
And he'd been a member of your forum years ago?
Not the forum, but he was aware of my work on spreading knowledge about making sake.
Scanning now.
As is apparently an entire fucking Discord community, or like
Yeah.
a large majority of a Discord community that's formed.
Over 10 years since Taylor-Made went down, hasn't it?
And that's what he's on about.
3 years.
I'll let you take it. Sorry.
Yeah, because I took it down in 2017.
But you had some hardware issues a long time ago.
I had moved it to another hosting solution, so I wasn't hosting it myself anymore. But then I needed to free up that money that I was spending on a hosting solution because we're trying to conserve resources due to trying to buy a house and sell a house. And so I just I took all of that down. I figured my work was done. I put the information out there. Once it's out on the internet, it will never go away. And there were other folks who had taken up the responsibility of of teaching people that I thought would kind of run with it, and they ran with it, but maybe not in the same way that I did. And I think that it seems like there's a community of folks out there who maybe appreciated the way that I taught, or maybe are not grokking it the way that other folks are presenting it as easily as they did when I presented it. I don't know.
That's really rad, man.
So yeah, it came up in that Discord over the week that I got I was asked at least a half a dozen times, hey, what happened to your website? Where's your information now? And so there were a lot of internet way backlinks that got shared. But it seemed to me that, maybe I could put that back up. Maybe I could dump that information into a Google Doc or something and have it be a living document. I haven't decided yet. But certainly there does seem to be a bit of a demand for it. Heaven knows I don't need another project. But I don't know. What do you guys think? Is that something that, I mean, should I put it back out there? Should I dig out my old archives and dust it off and put maybe host a web server or something? And should we bring Taylor-MadeAK.org back?
I am definitely on the bandwagon of yes, you should, because there are obviously a lot of people out there who looked up to your method of teaching, and at the end of the day, it's ultimately your choice, but I feel like that alone kind of gives you the responsibility to put that information back.
I'm just saying, me server is Sue server, dude. So if you want to do it, go for it.
I know, buddy.
I'm saying that thing's always on anyway. It don't cost any more to run your shit. I mean, that you got to admit, for a server that's I guess at this point 8 years old, it is a damn behemoth.
It is, yeah.
Do it. Do it. I don't know. At the end of the day, it's your choice. But I don't know. It's obvious to me that you've made an impact on a substantial amount of people's lives, and that fucking even if it's like 4 or 5 people, that's nothing to shake a stick at. 'Cause if they found it, obviously more people probably have found it. Maybe they don't know.
So you're excited about it, right? But you're my brother-in-law, and you've always had my back, right? Commander Nakona has been my best friend for almost 20 years now, so I'm not surprised that he's got my back. But I haven't heard from Psycon.
I mean,
if there's
people really want, sounds like people really want to hear more from you. I definitely do it.
I mean, if there's anybody who's on the outside looking in, it would be Psycon, right? Because he hasn't seen this aspect of stuff that I've worked on in the past the same way you two have. So I don't know. Maybe we'll take this offline and turn it around and discuss it. Maybe I'll get you guys into that Saki Discord server and see if we can and just get a feel for how big a demand there is for it.
Word.
I'm not against it, but it's one of those, if I add this even as a small project, it takes time away from other things that I'm working on, right?
Yeah. Well, this is, to me, like, this has been a passion of yours, and you, when we spoke about your past and what you really envisioned for yourself in your life, like, brewing was like the #1 thing.
And here I am, an IT guy, right? Because I got a passion for that too. So
yeah, you got a passion for that too, and that's fine. You can be a jack of all trades. That's fine, but I don't know, like, finding this community of people who know who the fuck you are based on your writings and like the work that you have done. The obviously that work was a product of what you showed me on the stream. Like, I have physical evidence. Like, there exists physical evidence that you have done a shitload of work on this. You have put a lot of time and man hours into it. And I don't know. To me, that is, that's a contribution. Like that is a super significant contribution to humanity, to society. You know what I mean?
Well, so let's table this.
When you say it like that, it sounds really like, yeah, you did something important and stuff. But like, I really mean it though. Like, that's profound. It's more profound than I can make it sound. You know?
I hear what you're saying. So let's table it, right, and take the discussion offline, because this is something I'm going to need help with, right?
Word. Okay.
So I'm done with story time. That's my story. That's what happened this week. Other than, that was the big thing, right? Guys, we should be looking for a place to land.
Oh, I'm landed. That's a doozy, though. That is a doozy. That's big. That's. The amount of excitement that I feel for you right now is the same amount of excitement when the first time I hit the stage at Sam's Burger Joint and there were 200 goddamn people in the audience. Like this is the same kind of event for me. But for you, like I'm at this point, I'm just an onlooker, but like this is the same level of like I'm physically excited about this. Like this is amazing.
I'm just
glad that you. Oh,
I'm just in awe of it. That there are people out there who value my opinion that much. Who the hell am I, right?
I mean, who the hell is anyone really?
This man, but a miserable pile of secrets.
Exactly. Exactly.
I love it.
See?
We always come back here.
Yeah.
Combat mode. We always come back here. Well, maybe there's a reason we always do.
Oxy map?
No, I'm really excited for you. I think that's amazing.
Hey, you're still on my camera.
Yeah, I am.
And here we are.
Yeah, I'm already landed. I'm just sitting here gathering some mats because why not?
Can't hurt, right?
Yeah.
Next system en route.
Still over here just doing my trade loops.
I'm excited for tomorrow. Really excited for tomorrow. We've got a lot of plans anyway. We'll see how they pan out, but it's kind of up to the party at that point. But I have a good idea.
As long as there are no, magic shoes of dancing involved.
Oh well.
Or red dragons.
No dragons. Well, at least as far as we know so far. But
ooh.
They are in the first layer of hell, and we do know that dragons do exist there.
Yeah, are they gonna be purple dragons?
Will they? Who knows? Find out on the next episode of Okay,
don't pull a page out of Madam Mim's book.
Madam Mim, huh? Is that what?
Yep.
Madam Mim. That was one of my favorite movies growing up. Did you know that?
I loved it. I love that movie.
I loved Sword in the Stone. What?
It's just I needed somebody to tell me what page we were on.
What page we were?
Yeah. I was confused. That was either a Sword in the Stone reference or a Willow reference. I wasn't clear.
Sword in the Stone reference. What was the sorceress from Willow?
It was Mardigan.
Yeah, Mad Mardigan.
Mad Mardigan was the swordsman.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
The sorceress.
Who was the sorceress?
Yeah.
We watched through it not too long ago.
Is that Willow?
No, Sword and Stone.
Yeah,
Let's
no,
see,
I
is
watched
it-
it on Disney Plus recently.
Because Willow
Yeah.
is fucking badass.
Yeah, Willow's an awesome movie. I've seen that one too. Of course, I've seen that one.
Well, didn't Warwick Davis pass away recently?
Next System and Route.
Yeah, that happened. It was a few years ago, I think.
What?
Mm-hmm.
No? That's news to me.
You sure?
Yeah.
I'll look it up in a second. I'm gathering some mats at the moment.
I'm scooping hydrogen right now, so
Yeah, no, still alive.
Oh, okay.
I thought he passed away.
Yeah, I was about
Yeah, I
to say.
could have sworn I heard about that.
Yeah. So you guys are getting it mixed up with the actor who was R2D2.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Well, I don't even know his name, but I know who Warwick Davis is.
I was gonna say, like, I would have heard about that if he had.
Oh, inventory full on carbon. Okay, that's good. Got iron. Got iron again.
Throttle up a bit.
I think
Huh?
I'm about ready when you guys are.
Well, then tell me. Kenny Baker.
Kenny Baker.
Kenny Baker.
Kenny motherfucking Baker. 07 Kenny Baker. Easton Long. Yep. Yeah, I went there again. Yeah. Then we'll be there again.
Guys, you know we've gone almost an entire stream with no death metal sneezes or barks.
I know.
I
What the fuck
sneezed.
is that?
So clearly we did
And
not
she's
go
been sitting right here like almost
what?
the whole time.
Why are we paying her? Why are you paying her
paying
with
her?
part of your paycheck? I'm gonna get hit with La Chancla from millions of miles away.
Yeah, I'm about ready when you guys are.
Yeah, that's true. I guess we should go ahead and close it up, shan't we?
We're working on it. Let me get landed.
Okay. Yeah. Take your time. The
Deploy
sake
landing
king.
gear.
Shh.
Hush you.
That's pretty cool, yo. That is pretty cool.
It's just mind bending to me.
Somebody came in and said, your contributions to humanity have been noticed. You're like, oh shit. Oh shit. What?
Too bad you didn't have my screen for that just now.
What?
Because John Delancey just firmly put me in my place.
What'd he say?
He said, the vast majority of your species moves from cradle to grave without contributing anything meaningful. And I don't see you being any different.
Oh, fuck off.
Yeah, that's cold, man.
Firmly put in my place.
Whatever.
Thank you, Q.
Is it your place, really?
All right, guys, let's wrap this up.
All right. Let me get a good view real quick so we can do this. External camera.
Change camera.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah, that's good. Yeah.
Hey, can we at least keep it NC-17 over
Oh
here?
shit. No. I mean I was.
Commander VG Punks is 1 jump ahead of me. Commander Cyclone is like 3 jumps ahead.
And I'm like 15 sectors away.
Mm-hmm. Are you still making your way out to meet us?
No, I'm doing trade loops right now. I need cash.
That thing we're not getting out here.
Right?
Well,
He's like, y'all
you're building
motherfuckers are
up
poor.
Say you're building up a potential.
Potential
Just don't
is
have it yet.
as long as I don't check my Twitch chat at the wrong time, right?
All right, so how close to a bingo does that put us?
I'd like to thank everybody for tuning in tonight. I hope that you guys enjoyed the episode because I most definitely did. Oh, fuck, what else is there to say? Announcements? Yes, New Delancia will continue tomorrow, barring any unforeseen deep freezes or circumstances or sicknesses or... Hopefully New Delancia will be on tomorrow. I don't see any reason that it should not be, but we will be continuing then. So be sure to tune in tomorrow, 5 to 7 p.m. Central Time. I hope to see you guys there. Otherwise, I hope you've enjoyed the show. As always, this is Commander VG Punks, the video game punk.
Peace and long life.
And Commander Psychon and Commander Nakona. Live long and prosper. 7.
You guys suck.